See, I forget the name of it, but like, yeah.
This song right here is one of them ones that Jalen recorded with me and my little brother that's locked up right now. But that shit hard, bro. We're just gonna make a music video to the shit and everything.
Them niggas, I will say. I only have one music video out. I have some fucked up stories about music videos I've tried to shoot. Like, I can say before he passed, me and him sat in the car one day and smoked a blunt, me and Corinne. He was like, yeah, bro, I fuck with making music, but I just love shooting videos.
That's all
like,
that really
music
mattered.
Video, he was like, the music cool, but I just fuck with shooting music videos so much.
Music videos are badass.
Mm-hmm. And then, like.
Just the visuals that come out of what you got, what you did.
You seriously.
With, like, that shit can catch up to you.
What do you mean?
Like, that shit. When you see, what they see. When you out, you're portraying an image. And you talking,
you gotta live by it.
Oh yeah.
A certain way,
I see what you're saying.
In the video, wherever you go, that's what niggas expect.
You are what people see in the public. You know what I'm saying? Essentially, it's almost like your first impression to people, what they see from you before they meet you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, if you was to see me with like hella guns or with a hella of a lot of people that was a part of gangs or like ISIS. Every time you see me, I was interacting with something that wasn't good. You would when you met me, you would proceed with caution. You know what I mean? Because you would already expect a certain level of not necessarily aggression, but you would already have a perception of what you think I got going on.
And then there's gonna be the people out there that are just gonna slap you upside the head just to see what you're really about. To see what you're really about.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are gonna test that theory that other people assume that you are a part of. Which you do need those people to keep from the wrong people portraying the wrong image, but at the same time, it's like you got to be aware of yourself. Like you don't want to put yourself out there like that if that's not really the person you are. Or what
you're portraying that you're hard, and then somebody slaps you upside the head, and you ain't gonna do nothing about it. I mean,
but realistic, it does come down to that. But nowadays, it's not like somebody gonna slap you upside the head. It's somebody gonna pull some shit on you, and you either gonna look like a bitch or somebody's gonna die. Which is absolutely insane.
That is absolutely insane.
It's real.
Like they're looking.
Why can't you just rap beef about it, bro?
Or why can't you just rap without beefing? You know what I mean? Why can't you just rap without having
a song called Beef? And the main chorus it can't. Ain't gonna beef about no hoe, ain't gonna beef about no bitch. And I'm not gonna beef with none of you niggas. Like,
exactly, bro.
Why would you
think about it? The epitome of rap and like the shit that people listen to right now, unless it's got to do with fucking popping pussy and spitting hella bread, you got an op or an enemy.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? So like
that's how all of it is.
I can attest to that.
I can't say that I don't listen to that music. But I don't listen to it as much as I used to. I still like it.
And then there's the like cloud rap.
Yeah.
Like J. Cole or
so the NBA YoungBoy beef.
He's a J. Cole, I put in that context of like he's a lyricist rapper. You got
lyricist
rapper.
Yeah, definitely.
You got lyrics, mumble, trap.
You're not gonna get anything from
and then
him
like cloud.
that is misleading. Like J. Cole ain't gonna mislead you to do something that he don't got going on.
Yeah.
J. Cole's gonna tell you like the truth.
And he's gonna talk some real shit.
So like for instance, the NBA YoungBoy beef.
Yeah.
YoungBoy, he addressed J. Cole.
He addressed that shit in
that album.
J. Cole,
Drake album.
Lil Yachty, he addressed three of them.
In that verse?
Out of YoungBoy's verse?
Oh! I know what you're talking about. I thought you was talking about the J. Cole verse on.
But that's this is what started it. The only thing that started it was like YoungBoy. I guess he didn't fuck with them or agree with them or whatever. So he dropped a diss, pretty much coming in all of their necks. But none of them do that. You know what I'm saying? None of them really rap beef, and none of them really got.
You're talking to a brick wall.
A brick wall. J. Cole don't. He not gonna shoot you. He don't have no problems with another.
J. Cole gonna reach out to you and try to pick your mind
and try to help you. You
like he did with Lil Pump.
Like Lil Pump, and like he did on the I think it was Drake's the first person shooter. It was either that one or the one he did with Yachty Cole, and he talked about like he still want to make a song with YoungBoy because like.
Yeah, he said that on the Drake one.
He can help him.
You talking about like, bro? Like,
it's irrelevant.
Nigga, chill out.
Like you gotta think about it. NBA YoungBoy, Drake, Lil Yachty, and J. Cole. Lil Yachty is not. He has never really portrayed to be a shooter or anything. Everybody knows everything about Lil Yachty. He's not doing none of that shit.
Yeah.
Drake. When has he ever portrayed that type of energy to beef with somebody on the lines of like, shoot and kill you.
I mean, he's been on some sly shit. He's been on some shit
with Kanye and
he's
shit.
been on some shit like, I'll pay somebody to get you whacked, and nobody will ever know that it's him.
There's a whole documentary out on YouTube. It's like 40 minutes long. I haven't watched it, but I've seen it on Twitter. It's like how Drake is like the king of the underground mob in Toronto, and I was like,
oh God,
he can do that though.
I'm like,
low key.
Think about
it. He can.
This nigga, he acts like himself so much in his music. You see music, him on Instagram Live, him when he does the skate shit, like when he's streaming.
Yeah,
that motherfucker is so much of himself, just being a goofy, just himself. Like, like bro,
how could you beef with Drake,
yeah, bro? Why are you beefing with Drake?
How could you beef with fucking J. Cole?
Can't.
I can see you beefing with Drake more because Drake's sly.
You could beef with Drake before J. Cole, but it's just like J. Cole and Lil Yachty. Why would you even pick them two niggas to beef with out of
just because
all
they
these rappers?
They're just up there. You know what I'm saying?
They're way bigger than this man. But
exactly,
at the same
nobody's
time,
gonna diss anybody that's lower than them to begin with.
And essentially, with the disses that are coming back to him, the only ones that I think that have made a diss back is J. Cole and Drake. And in both of those disses, they haven't really gave him. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's not even really a diss. It was just like, nigga, I'm not giving you the attention because I'm obviously bigger and better. If anything, you need to learn something from what I got going on because I can help you.
And Drake and YB got a song that's unreleased that like got. I don't know if it fully got leaked, but I know parts of it got leaked. And like, bro, if you just chill out.
Drake said some shit about him, and it was 8 a.m. in Charlotte.
Yep, he was talking about how you need to really learn how to figure out your taxes before you start beefing with me because when it really come down to numbers and shit, I got this shit figured out and I'm gonna have this shit
for real.
He got something on the USB.
He's gonna be bro. Drake's gonna be a billionaire in the near future, bro. For sure. If he isn't already.
I think Drake.
He's not a billionaire yet, but he's on his way.
Like between his American money and his Canadian money. I think Drake
is on a level that nobody can touch, bro.
He really is on Michael Jackson level.
He wakes up every day and lives the life that we dream about. Like, there's not nothing that comes to his mind that he can't attain or do right now. You gotta think about that.
For real.
Whether it's on a music level or a money level or even on like, I know you've seen him on certain podcasts where he just talks about how he's just so in tune with himself that nothing else really matters.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people ask me like who I aspire to be, like because I am an artist, and I like if I'm giving somebody an example, the example I'll give is Drake because of, like, that's the thing you can.
His name has to come up.
Like you can think about that, but like
definitely,
if you truly want to know what I want to be, it's like I want to be me, but like I want to be bigger than Drake. Truthfully, like,
that's hard. That's a big dream to attain.
I'm saying like I want to be bigger than Drake
for.
Because like why not? Why the fuck?
Yeah.
If
that's definitely like Michael Jackson level.
That's
past
think about
Michael
how
Jackson
influential he's been, bro.
Think about the sacrifices that comes with that. You can't go outside.
I remember seeing Drake on Degrassi when I was like 7 or 8
in a wheelchair.
Years old. But I've never not seen Drake since then. You got to think about it that way. I'm 22, getting ready to be 23 this year.
Seriously.
And it's been it's been way over a decade that Drake has been around. And somebody Ethan was explaining this to me the other day. He feels that Drake is so big now that he can literally make anything, any type of song. And as long as it has his title, everybody's going to fuck with it, whether it's good music or bad music. It's just got Drake to it. Simple.
There's a couple of artists.
But he's just going to release hits, though.
Yeah, but you say that, but is it because like you're so used to Drake being around and making good music, or is it because it's actually a really good song?
It's just because it's a really good song.
I think he evolved so much.
It's the hits, bro. He knows he's in tune, him and his team, because he talks about how he's got like a 40-man team now.
That's the way.
And he's
personally, I think that's too many people to be close to.
It's probably not like that though.
It's probably all business. It's probably
levels
business.
Yeah, definitely. There's got to be levels to it.
If you have a 40-man team, he could have a 40-man team just to say attached with the culture.
Probably don't talk to them. He's definitely not talking to them every day.
It's definitely
they just doing
what's going on in the culture so he can stay attuned.
He's got it. Stay up to date. Yeah, he's definitely got it to where they're making enough that they feel like they have to do what they're doing.
It's definitely like a hierarchy in the whole ass shit.
Like
because there's people working for him, and then I bet that there's a bunch of different people working for the people under him.
Because it's Drake, they all have to meet that standard. He's almost like Donald Trump if you think about this.
I mean, he's basically got the record label.
That was a curve.
OVO.
Fuck with it.
What'd you say?
He's kind of like Donald Trump if you think about this shit, bro.
Like the Apprentice type shit.
Like he just uses his name to allow people to not necessarily make their own, but you can't say that the people that are working for Drake ain't making good money. You know what I'm saying?
They definitely are. They're making a bunch of money.
It's essentially just a chain of events of people getting paid off of one person's name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, that's badass. That's
what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. You know Drake has his own fragrance?
I mean, that's entrepreneurship.
No, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
He has his own fragrance, and it's called Carby Musk. And they sell it, but they don't sell the actual spray. They only sell it in a candle fragrance because Drake doesn't want the public to have his fragrance. So they don't sell it to anybody, but they sell the candle, and the candle's almost $100. It's $100 plus. If you get it on StockX, it's $160.
What is that?
What the fuck?
It's in a song, walking in the building smelling like Carby Musk.
Oh, God.
And literally, you wouldn't think that I'm telling the truth, but if you look up Carby Musk, it brings up his candle, and it's in the Take Care font. Like his album.
It's been a minute. Like, it's been out for a little minute. Because I knew what he was talking about. I was like, wait a minute. Walking to party, I'm like, Carby Musk. I was like, yeah, I know. Like, bro, I used to be a religious Drake listener.
Oh, yeah.
Like, religious
definitely
Drake, because he inspired me to start writing. Like his song "You and the Six."
Here it is.
Yeah, that's a hard ass song.
Made me start wanting to write music because I related to it so much. So I was like, damn, let me try that. Let me try it. And what I wrote was obviously not no damn "You and the Six" type shit, but it was.
It says
"You and the Six."
Yeah, that's my shit.
Carby Musk, Drake's signature scent. And they only offer it in a can.
That's probably from 10 years ago.
Is that
so
song
he
where
gets the
like,
actual cologne, but they only sell the candles.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they said that it was another fragrance. It's called fucking Tom Ford's.
Tom Ford is good as fuck.
Young Thug and Gunna have an unreleased song called Tom Ford Again. That's so tough.
Really?
I've heard it. I've heard it. It's good. That
Young Thug?
When I was playing those unreleased songs by Gunna and
I
stuff,
think I've heard it from you.
Yeah. Tom Ford Again, yeah.
Yes, I have. I remember that shit, bro. I remember you playing that shit along with some other Gunna songs,
Yeah.
too.
I'll wake up and turn that song on just to be in a good mood.
You think Gunna's a snitch?
To be honest, I look at that whole situation like this. It ain't my business.
He didn't snitch on you, you know?
Bro, and I wasn't there. I don't even know. I didn't pay enough attention to it to be like, yes, I'm going to sit here and read all the court documents and see exactly what he said. And then you got Young Thug's pops coming out saying he still fuck with Gunna. So it's like you got a bunch of niggas on the internet saying, oh, Gunna's a snitch, Gunna's a snitch.
He made that album, and they both reposted on their Instagram story.
But you got to do that. You got to do that if you're Thug because he's still under your label. Like, that nigga can make money. You can make enough money off of his album.
I mean, Young Thug's going to be making money off of Gunna.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, even if he's gonna be in jail, fucking Gunna's out here making money for Young Thug, and that's probably I really bet that's one of the reasons that he dropped that album too.
Paying him back essentially, like that's his only way.
Exactly.
Not die, but not pay any consequences.
Exactly.
Make that bread back.
Yeah, but I mean, he don't have no bail.
He's the only. That's what I'm saying.
He's in there.
RICO charge. He's never getting released until they prove him of some sort in the case, you know what I'm saying?
Have you heard Dropping Jewels by Young
quit
Thug?
him.
Yes.
Dropping Jewels is probably my favorite Young Thug song ever.
Really?
Bro, like, I can just imagine that beat and just his flow in that song. And it's like, bro's really talking about some real life shit and he was breaking shit down before it even happened. And like, I just sit there and I think about Thug's situation. I'm just like, damn.
Dropping Jewels. I really think that I have heard that shit.
That shit, it's on, I think it's called Punk. That one, Punk.
Oh, yeah, that one, like the 2021 one.
Yeah, with the pink cover.
Yeah,
it looks like the optical illusion.
Yeah.
And like, oh my God, that album.
Is it pink or was it red?
It's pink. Yeah, it's pink.
It's Tom Ford Baccarat 540.
Tom Ford Baccarat.
I've heard of that.
Holy shit.
But like,
I'm gonna look it up.
I have a homie.
Like the fragrance.
I have a homie who like I talk about my biggest musical inspirations and shit, and just life inspirations. Like I say musical inspirations is probably like Drake. But just how to live as a man in life a lot. Other people like Lecrae and J. Cole.
Oh, you fuck with Lecrae?
I've met Lecrae. Like,
oh, really?
I have a 116 tattoo. Like, I fuck with Lecrae heavy. Like,
oh, shit.
Because, you know, he's able to be himself, a man, and still have his relationship with God.
I don't really know him.
That. He is like.
I think I've heard like one or two songs back in the day.
Like, back in the day, I used to
How much is
his
it?
music heavy, but like. I love who he is just as like a man now and how he carries himself, and I respect the fuck out of that. So like I watch it like that.
The cheaper fragrance is $325, and the
parfum,
the perfume, or not
the parfum.
They got a travel bottle.
It's a unisex bottle, so I guess it's for
You-
perfume
There's toilette and then there's parfum.
Yeah.
So the most expensive one's gonna be parfum.
Parfum's a higher
the
concentration.
toilet would be $325, and the perfume is $435.
How much ounces is it?
It's a little bottle.
You finna cop?
Yeah, Tom Ford. Bro, Tom Ford. That's some. I swear to God,
I mean, if it's good,
I've tried some Tom Ford cologne,
then it's probably pretty good.
and it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I saw Neiman Marcus on there.
You said what?
You wanna know the method?
What's the method?
Bro.
I think you get it for cheaper than $425.
I could probably get it from Fragrance
I think it's
X.
Nautica.
Nautica.
Nautica has this like one they sell in
Like
Yeah.
Aqua or something.
You might need to get
it's
your mic a little closer,
I'm off
bro.
fault. Yeah.
You good?
They got
That's
Nautica,
good.
You know what I'm saying? The
No,
Nautica
that's
is like
good.
light blue.
Uh-huh.
Bro, I lived off that shit for like 2
Yes,
years,
I got that. He got me a bottle of
That
that.
shit is some.
That shit is good, dude.
underground,
But-
Like,
There's the one I got you the Dolce Gabbana light
that's
blue,
what-
light blue
that's-
intense.
Yeah.
that shit
that's a
is-
great
that shit
summertime.
is like
Yeah.
that. Like,
Yep.
It really
you put that
is.
shit on with your best fit in the summer. You go to a darty.
Actually,
Oh my God, you smell so good.
I have
know.
both
That's why
of
you
them.
wear it.
I actually have both of them. Believe it or not, I have the
believe you.
one that he's talking about, and then the one that you just said. Because there's two different kinds. It's in a blue bottle and one's in a gray bottle. And Travis gave me some. Travis gave me that last little bit of a
smooth.
bottle of his.
You fuck with YSL cologne? Like,
I haven't.
yeah, Saint Laurent. I don't even know what the
I
watch
have
name
like
my homeboy bought one that was stupid expensive recently, and I remember he bought it for an occasion. It was a funeral, but when I showed up, I kept smelling some shit, and I was like, "Who the fuck smells like this?" And I remember coming up and dapping him up, and it was him, and I was like, "Bruh, that shit you got on is some good shit."
Bro,
He was
Sierra
like, I could
has
spend
some.
like $200 or $300.
YSL.
She has some YSL.
That shit. I be buying the travel bottles. It's like $30-$40 just to try some shit out,
Yeah.
bro. I'll tell you, that shit got me so many compliments. They be like, "Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, you smell so good,
You
bro."
know that
Like,
there's a men's account that you can subscribe to online now, and what it does, it sends you
Scentbird.
I think it's called
Scentbird. I remember
Scentbird.
but you pay a certain subscription per month, and it sends you like an assortment of travel bottles of like name brand.
I might have to fuck with that.
fragrances
Yeah,
I might
definitely.
have
for
to
you
fuck
to try out. And I don't know if it was you or it was my homeboy Jonas who was telling me about the shit. And he has a bunch of like high dollar fragrances, but it's considered just like samples. But if you get a shipment every month, you got enough to last you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You're only gonna go out smelling good maybe 2 or 3 times a month unless you got good money to go
unless
out
you
like
going to
that.
class.
Yeah.
Unless you going to class every day with the
Yeah.
bad bitches, you gotta smell good every day.
Yeah,
One thing I
definitely.
didn't
It's
know
definitely
is
a secret weapon.
at the
It's
post office. I have niggas that I work with, bro, that wear good ass smelling cologne every day.
Oh, fuck that shit.
Yeah, when I was at
I work at
Walmart,
the
I was like,
fucking
"Fuck
post
no."
office. I'm not trying to like. To be fair, a lot of times I'm not in front of customers. But if I am, I'm not giving a fuck how I'm
Yeah.
smelling because I'm just here to deliver your mail and your packages.
I
bruh.
feel you on that.
I got
Wanna
a
know what I
job to
found
do.
out on
I'm
the
not
low?
getting bitches today.
Like, I found out because I like throw a good amount of parties in college, and I'm going to a good amount of events and shit like that. And what I found out is if you go somewhere and you have like a distinct smell, like a good smell that people remember, they'll remember you. So like, and I always have business cards on me. I always keep my business cards wherever.
You
I
got
go.
business cards?
Yes.
On you right now?
Do you spray your business?
Bro.
I have before. I have.
Brother.
I'm always like,
Because I know y'all done. I know y'all have had this shit too, but like y'all recognize
No
certain
way.
smells.
That's
Like,
why I go with
a
a.
bitch
That's
that
why
you
I have a
fuck with.
signature cologne. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate
Oh,
that.
bro.
Oh,
you got
a
the
long
fucking,
way.
I got
the link
QR
tree?
code. Yeah, you already know what it is.
Bro,
got
I got
my-
the OG shit, man.
That is
bro.
awesome.
My wallet's full of business cards.
Yes, bro.
Hell yeah.
Bro,
Look
like
at
no dead ass. Get a Linktree QR code.
I need to.
Bro, I watched because I used to have one that used to just have my ID and stuff.
Yeah.
I watched my analytics and shit or my insights almost triple.
Bro, I plan on doing it. I just haven't did it yet.
Yeah, it's like
I just got some old school shit for now.
That's smooth though.
Yeah. It's just some old school.
You gotta have a business.
I will. I will eventually.
Well, I'm even like what you
within the next month. You said
like,
what?
What you gave me is still because it's just giving something for people to remember you.
Yeah.
If you were watching this podcast
Said, hey,
and you see me, give me your business card because I might not use it, but you never know what life could throw at me, and I could literally pull your business card out and give your number a call 2 years from now. This is a lady's house cleaning business that I got when I used to do electrical. She was bad as hell. So honestly, if I ever need a house clean, she's probably going to be the lady I call. She's still cleaning houses because she gave me her card.
Bro, I got a guy that does balloons. I got his card.
You never know when you could have a party or something that you would actually need balloons for, and instead of going and spending $1 per balloon
I'll
at like
call him
Dollar
right
Tree,
now.
you could call him and he could get you with a lump sum of balloons.
A lump sum loan of balloons.
I met a guy last week who
Alone.
was doing 3D printing, but he doesn't have a business. Like he just does 3D printing
Just for the
likes
fuck of
doing
it. Like that dick over there.
Right.
Yeah.
But he spent so much money on like having and making good ass shit. And he was telling me, like, he showed me a flower pot that he made with like ceramic 3D printing or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So it looked like when you look at it, it almost changes colors. And he made like a flower pot out of it. And it was a nice, intricate flower pot. Like I think it was somebody's face in the front of the flower pot. And I was like, how much would you sell me that for? And he was just like, $5. Yeah. Like it wasn't shit. And I was like, damn, bro, like you're not a business at all, and you're not really focused on making it a business. But if I ever really need some shit like this,
I'll hit you the fuck up right now.
I can literally text or call him and get some shit.
Yeah, but what would you need made though?
Anything.
Well, see, for me, I'm getting ready to get another apartment sometime soon, like within the next 6 months or so.
Yeah.
And I don't like kind of like you have this shit decorated. It's not like you don't walk in anybody else's house and see shit like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, it's different. It's different.
Yeah.
And the people that are our age that are getting shit of their own, that's what they're doing. Like not modern day home styles and shit. It's a whole lot different because we are in a different age. We like different shit.
Yeah.
So instead of like making my house like, oh, I got a sofa and 2 recliners in front of the TV in the living room. Like, instead of having a sofa, I might have like a fat ass beanbag chair. You know what I mean? Or like, instead of having family pictures on the wall, I might have one of your paintings. Or like, instead of having decor like this, I might have a fucking flower pot that I bought for $20 off of somebody that 3D printed it.
It's like alternate art.
Yeah, alternate art that like you wouldn't understand what it means until you walked into somebody's house and asked that question. But essentially, when you come into my next place, you're gonna ask questions because people ask you all kinds of questions when they walk in.
Definitely.
Here, and there's a story to everything.
Yeah,
that's how I want it to be. I want everything to almost kind of like speak for itself, but I can be able to answer questions for what I have
just
here.
off the rip, just freestyle that shit.
That's kind of how I'm building like my vinyl collection, because like
vinyls.
Yeah, I obviously love music so much.
That's badass.
Just like you said on your budget,
tough.
you're not going to spend money on anything that doesn't benefit you or value you.
Yeah, definitely.
So like your home decor, if you don't like it, like this purple couch, you don't see a couch like this in most people's houses.
For sure.
Nobody's gonna do that, but you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all that matters, and you're gonna be able to give that.
Because I'm fucked up in the head.
You're an artist. I recommend. I was telling him before you got here. I was like, as an artist, like we're not normal. We are fucked up. Like we are
just fucked up in the head, fucked up in the brain, fucked up in the head, fucked up in the brain
all the time, and it's like. That's how we make some of the.
That's how you stick out.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
Like anybody sticks out. You gotta be different and
being yourself.
What I was explaining to him was my biggest pet peeve about wanting to do that is I focus too much on who fucks with it or who likes it when it's truly not about that. It's what I like and what I fuck with, and are you compatible with that? And if you don't agree, you don't have to.
How long have you been making art?
Oh man, like
years.
Painting, it's been probably a little over a year now.
Year and a half
like
or
just doing it.
Because you probably started off
consistent, just art shit.
Yes.
You started off
drawing.
So how long have you
and then I was making
like
music before that and shit.
So
I don't know,
how
man.
long did you say you went on? Because I say mine is about a year.
I didn't see it.
But like,
anyways, what was you saying? Sorry, bro.
When you're doing something, I say for like the first year, you're doing something. If there's not immediate like boom success, you're so focused on what everybody. Yeah, a lot of people quit, and a lot of people be so focused on what everybody else thinks. Like,
oh, bro, I've just
fucking
been like doodling and drawing since I was able to doodle and draw.
You got over that hump very young. Like when I first started making music, like I was a freshman in high school, and I would drop something, and I wouldn't even
seek validation from
I
your
would
peers
seek validation
instantly
from everybody.
Yeah, bro.
And then I got to the point I was like, bro, for one, the people I'm seeking validation from probably don't even fuck with me like that.
Yeah.
Bro. The people who are sitting here telling me how I can improve and my shit is good, like, they actually fuck with me. Let me listen to them. And then I got to the point I was like, bro, you're making music. Make what you want to make.
See, bro, the thing is that real artists make art for art's sake, not for anybody else. But people will catch up to it if it's
fuck with it.
People will really fuck with it and respect it. But you also kind of have to meet in the middle too. Yeah. Because especially if you want to turn it into a business, like you also have to make shit for the art's sake, yes, but you also have to make it for whatever other people would like to draw an audience and to draw money. Because if you're running a business and you ain't making no money, then you ain't running a business.
It's like making every time you go into I go into the studio, I'll be like, all right, before I even sit down and like start recording, I'll find the beat. I'm like, all right, how deep do I want to take this?
Yeah.
Like, I can sit here and I can write a song for 2 hours and explain a life story of mine.
Yeah.
And the shit get 100 plays. Or I can sit here and make a song about big booty bitches.
And then it get 5 million plays.
You know what I mean? Like,
I know exactly what you mean.
Sexy Red, bro. At first, the catchy music and shit that she was making, I was listening to it, and then the more and more I really was like, every time it comes on my playlist now, I skip this shit. I'll be like, bro,
that shit be going crazy.
Why am I getting hyped to this? Like, it's hype for a fucking party, but the more and more like, if I'm actually listening to this music, bro, this ain't got nothing to do with me or what I got going on or what I want to have
Some artists make music strictly for, it's like a club scene, a party or a club scene.
That's
a lot of artists, their entire catalog is made for a club.
But just like you were saying while we was outside, that shit's only gonna last for so fucking long. Kind of like I ain't gonna say like Glorilla, because I mean she still makes good music, decent music. But the only type of music people look for her to make is ratchet bitch music.
You gotta make music with substance if you want people to actually come back to it.
Well, see, the thing is with that too is that that's not necessarily true as well, is because usually it can be, but whenever you're making art just of any sort, it's usually. It's not the meaning behind the art. It's how it makes people feel.
The feeling you get.
Exactly. So like if I'm listening to a Sexy Red song and the shit is just fucking garbage, like the lyrics, but I'm listening to it, they're listening to it, and I'm like, oh shit,
for the tempo,
hell yeah, like I'm getting into the beat, the tempo, and I'm not paying attention to what the fuck she's saying, and whatever the fuck she is saying, it's kind of catchy. You know what I'm saying? Just for example, I really don't fuck with Sexy Red like that.
But we were talking about longevity.
She has to keep up with that type of music, or else she's gonna fall off, because now that she's blew up off of that, that's what
she's known for.
And see that too, as well, is that there's what the fuck is that word? It's that
what is it?
Fucking goddamn.
Like perception?
No, bro.
Category?
It's like whenever it's like a short run of a
like a fad?
A fad, like a fad, or like a
infatuation, something like that.
Infatuation?
No,
infatuation.
But fuck it, whatever the fuck it is.
Or bro,
it's only gonna be short term. It's only short term, but there's like the timeless shit is gonna last forever. I think that's what you're talking about too.
Drake sample. The only real music is gonna last.
But that's what I'm gonna get into when you get into artists
like today and gone tomorrow.
Yeah, that shit is.
But
it's not the facts.
But
it is.
It is just like he was saying though. But for instance, when you bring actual genuine rappers that are still around, like J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, when you listen to their music, you can say that it's for a specific type, maybe, but essentially when you actually listen to what they're saying, every single song that they have has a meaning behind it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like you can take some type of substance.
So it's going to be timeless for sure.
Like sure, Sexy Red made that one hit song, and like 10 years from now, we can go back and listen to that one song from her and be like, this is what we was turning up to at this time and age, but like, that's it.
Yeah.
We can pull music from those artists that I named and be like, this was going on at this time, and then they dropped this on down the road at this time, and then at some point they all collabed together and made this song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's where I say like that's where music has its meaning. You know what I'm saying? That's where you carry along where you start from. You know what I mean? You don't just come up for 2 years and then drop off.
What I was gonna say is I think what it comes from is you look at a lot of artists that. You have artists that built a career over time. Like a lot of these motherfuckers, like J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, they built careers over 4, 5, 6 years before
like
they
decades.
Well, I'm saying just before they even popped on the scene,
oh,
they were making music for like 4, 5, 6 years.
For sure.
Versus the people who
just
blew up off on one song. Blew up off a couple of songs.
They had to keep themselves up off of the music that they started with.
Exactly. So it's like you don't have that. You can't put that heart and soul in the music if you
haven't
it takes a minute
you blew up.
Get comfortable writing a song about yourself. Like
it
takes a minute to really be able to sit down and look at yourself and be like, what the fuck is wrong with me? For one, and then write about it, and then after writing about it, recording it, knowing that you're recording it for whoever the fuck wants to hear.
For sure.
So it takes time to get there, and somebody who, if you blow up off of one song, you've not had that practice of
to
writing,
perfect
writing,
your craft
writing.
into different genres, almost like Post Malone. Or I would say the top 3 versatile artists that are kind of still around that I could say would be Post Malone, Nicki Minaj,
Drake.
And fucking not even Drake, because he has always made different music, but like that's just one person that with his lyrics he does.
Nicki Minaj.
And this is why I'm going and fucking Lil Wayne, because their music is more like, for instance, I can say what I remember of Lil Wayne and shit when he was coming up, or Nicki Minaj and shit. They was literally making music for what was going on at the time, like popping pussy or like fucking and sucking and or
fucking and sucking and sucking and fucking.
But like Lil Wayne found a way to actually tie in what was going on in the world with actually how he was dealing with it.
Yeah.
And Nicki Minaj was kind of like the backlier of that. She didn't always do that, but she always hopped on a feature of some sort with a rapper that was still alive. And that's what kept her alive.
Like you were saying, I credit Drake a lot to bringing in that part about talking. I call it music when you're reflecting. Like you're talking about yourself, you're talking about shit you're going through, but you're putting it in a sense and a tone that people can listen to, relate to, and actually fuck with.
Like for instance, Lil Wayne isn't as big as he used to be,
but he's still relevant.
He hops on a fucking feature with fucking Drake, that song's gonna blow.
It really is.
You know what I'm saying? And he can hop on a lot of features with a lot of different people, and because it's Lil Wayne, it's gonna blow.
The last one was you only live twice. Or some shit like that with Rick Ross and Lil Wayne.
But
it wasn't as big. It wasn't like super big, but I mean, it's still gonna blow. It's good as
fans hit. But like people see, this is the thing people don't realize. I mean, you have people like Wayne, but I would even say somebody like, I'm trying to think.
There ain't no Drake without Wayne.
That's very true.
There ain't no Nicki Minaj without Wayne.
Offset, I would give him credit for this, and I'll say this about a lot of, especially niggas from Atlanta. How many G Herbo is another one from Chicago? How many people they tap in with that are underground and on the come up? Like you will see, you'll hear a random song, be like, who the fuck is this? And then there'll be a G Herbo feature. There'll be an Offset feature. You'll be like, what the fuck? Like
fucking Justin Bieber did that shit too, bro. It's hard to even admit or believe that shit, but when I was 8 and 9 years old and like in that. Fucking Justin Bieber had us and all of the bitches in a fucking chokehold.
Yeah.
This nigga made a feature with Ludacris to jump on the scene.
Oh, I
remember nobody knew about Chance the Rapper, and he made that fucking song with Justin Bieber, and everybody was like, Chance the Rapper, Chance the Rapper. Chance the Rapper had been around for 2 or 3 years before that song.
I feel so bad for Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, bro. He genuinely puts his time and effort into making good music, and because he's from Chicago and all this good shit, nobody gives him the attention and clout
because he ain't making that hard shit.
Yeah, he's not beefing.
He's making like sucker shit for Chicago.
It sounds very like corny. A lot of his music gets perceived as corny.
Yeah.
And then he had that statement. He was like, I made a song with Kanye West. I'm never gonna fail. And it's like, dog, stop.
He also put it in his music, and I heard other rappers speaking about this. Rappers before the fame and like to the point that they're in now, shit changes.
Oh, yeah.
And what a lot of people don't expect is their music to change with their lifestyle. For a long time when Chance was really making good music, he was a drug addict. You know what I mean? Like
shit.
he was addicted to drugs and just making music with his homeboys is what he did, and that's
acid rap.
Acid rap.
He was addicted to psychedelics, and that put him in tune with how he got famous. But as he got older and progressed, he quit doing the things that he did when he was famous. So like he can't make that same type of music
like Eminem.
He's not in tune with,
Eminem is the biggest one that I can think
life
of
anymore. So he can't make music about having a hard life and making it out the mud because he's rich as fuck now.
As soon as he stopped doing drugs, he made that one album and it was all right, and then everything after it just fucking flunked.
That's kept him alive is fucking beefing with MGK, and that's all got to do with his daughter.
Yeah,
like
but
the
honestly,
whole beef started with MGK saying that Eminem's daughter was hot.
Honestly, now he's just rapping just for the fuck of it though, because he's made so much money now. Like it doesn't make a fuck to him. He's not doing it for a living now.
You're not rapping for impact.
He's not. He's not rapping for nothing anymore. He's just rapping. He's just doing it for the fuck of it.
Yeah,
really.
for fun,
yeah, because literally this nigga could put all his time and effort into making an album, put that shit out, and the whole entire world talk shit about it.
Yeah,
it don't fucking matter.
Think about Roddy Ricch. I want you to think about Roddy Ricch.
Roddy Ricch
He made one album and fell off,
bro. I was a avid Roddy Ricch fan. Like before he even dropped,
I low key fuck with Roddy Ricch.
Before he dropped, Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial.
Yeah,
he had like Feed the Streets 2 and then a Feed the Streets before that. And I remember listening to those albums, and there was like. There's just hits of grime and like I need the rent is fucking due. You know what I mean? And when you when you get rich and you get you gotta think, bro dropped
people get complacent sometimes.
I don't even know if it was his second or third album, but the box went diamond.
Yeah.
Like there's probably less than 30 to 50 rappers who have a diamond record.
Wow.
And bro's first real hit song went diamond.
I think it's got over 1 billion plays on Spotify. It's
got over 10. It's sold over 10 million copies.
Wow.
Which is
shit,
bro. Like
the box.
When you think
I remember
about
that. I remember that. That was a big thing back when it came out.
Yeah. When you think about it, like how do you go from being broke as fuck, not having anything, to dropping one of the most successful top 50 successful records of all time?
Yeah.
How do you go back to rapping about being in the struggle?
Can't.
It's like hitting the jackpot,
bro. Literally, you're on a whole different playing field.
Yeah, the things that you're worried about no longer even worry you anymore.
What was you saying about Offset?
Oh, Offset, he fucks with a lot of like. If you look at a lot of Takeoff did it too. I haven't seen Quavo do it as much, but they fuck with a lot of people that are up and coming from Atlanta. So like a lot of up and coming artists from Atlanta, always you'll see them drop an album and there'll be no features on the album, and then just Offset. It's like, what the fuck? Like,
but I fuck with that.
Tough. It's like, once I get to a position where I can, like, give people, you got to think, bro, an Offset feature, just think about if I got an Offset feature. How that changes my life.
That shit would be badass.
It literally it changes your life. And these people be from Atlanta, you get an Offset feature, bro.
Yeah.
Your music career is already so much further. You already get a head start. Like, people are gonna listen to you. Just bro, if you're from Atlanta and you're walking around being like, bro, I got a fucking feature from Offset.
Got an Offset feature. Yeah.
Nobody could really.
Bro,
like,
you could buy one.
Do you know how much an Offset feature is?
I don't. I bet 20 G's.
I think it's more than that.
You think so?
21 Savages cost $250,000.
$250,000?
Yeah, and that's probably if he knows you, and then you gotta you gotta back down from that.
I feel like if they know, they be giving free.
You gotta back down from that though. You know, I don't know Offset and 21 Savage like that, so they're giving me a motherfucking the retail price.
Bro, and I mean at the same time too, they be giving out features too. Yeah, like if they really fuck with you, they'll give you a feature.
I know I'm gonna get to a point in my career where like I'm gonna be with enough people, and just always being myself. People are gonna fuck with me, and like I'm gonna have good favor from God, so I'm just gonna be able to go and have people fuck with me. And I know like I can only imagine like the first time I get to sit down and have a conversation with J. Cole.
Oh yeah, like, that'd be badass.
Like, I have so many questions, not music related.
Yeah,
for J. Cole, like music is so complex but so simple.
Yeah,
like, you make music, people either fuck with it, they don't fuck with it, and then you go from there.
Holy shit!
Life itself is so complex. So if I got to sit down with J. Cole, I'd probably ask him like 3 music questions, and then the rest I'd just be like, tell me about this point in your life. Tell me about this. Tell me like. Just to soak in information, because like, who the fuck would you want to learn from besides J. Cole?
Yeah, definitely, like Drake.
Like like Drake, but I look at it even from like
Drake.
Cole is from Fayetteville. That's
down
the road. Like, so he grew up very similar to how we grew up.
Actually, he's from Germany.
Yeah, he is from Germany. He is from Germany. But like, you got to think about, he grew up as similar. When you think about all these people who are on a whole different echelon of rappers, and J. Cole's up there with them.
Yeah.
None of them are from fucking North Carolina.
Oh, the baby.
He's not on a J. Cole, Kanye, Kendrick Lamar.
You don't think so? None of them's from North Carolina.
I'm saying, like, when it's all said and done, you look at these motherfuckers and you're like, you can put him on a Mount Rushmore of the greatest.
You
can put the baby on the North Carolina Mount Rushmore, but
you can't put the baby up there.
You can't put the baby up there with Drake.
Yeah, no,
Ho,
no, you definitely can't. Drake, Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar, Lil Wayne.
Cole, like, you can't put them up there like that. But you can put Cole up there.
Yeah.
And
I agree with you.
Yeah, the most interesting thing about Cole is from his first project to now, he's always been him.
Yeah.
Like, there's not really been much of a shift of, oh, J. Cole's doing this for money? No, you've never sat back and been like, damn, J. Cole out here clout chasing. Like,
no, he ain't.
No shit. Like, you've never seen J. Cole beef with somebody on some rap beef just to push his career.
You know who I really actually do believe is one of the greatest rappers of all time?
Let me know.
That's underrated.
Let me know.
Andre 3000.
See, Andre 3000 was like just before I got into music. To the point. I don't listen. I never got into
Bro, yes you have. I promise you've listened to Andre 3000. A lot.
You could probably play a song from him that I could be like, oh yeah, I know what that is, and that shit's hard. But like, when you say Andre 3000, I've heard the name before, but it doesn't like ring a bell.
That's whose catalog I've really wanted to dive into. Because I know what I've heard about him is like, there's very few people musically as talented.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real.
Oh, yeah.
That's Andre 3000.
Yeah, I do. I know who you're talking about now.
No, like, I'm saying, you can name his hit songs and I know them, but I think I'd be more interested in getting into, like, his darker side of music.
But bro, like, I know what you're saying.
You know, Miss Jackson,
but like his lyricism, bro, is on point, dude. Yeah. It really is.
The Sorry Miss Jackson song was about him getting an underage girl pregnant.
Are you actually serious?
Mm-hmm. He got an underage girl. I don't think I learned it from TikTok, but I seen a video about it or the background about it.
Was that like with the Family Guy edits and shit while you're scrolling on your phone?
No, but it was pretty much what it was saying. Was like he was making an apology song to the little girl that he got pregnant whatever. Her mom. I'm sorry. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize
a trillion times.
I'm gonna see if I can find that.
No,
damn.
If that is true, that is actually insane that he got away with making a song about it.
I'm gonna save y'all right here.
What's up?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Oh, allegedly, yeah. Allegedly. Maybe. Possibly. Yeah. It's a possibility. Bro, why don't we have party hats on?
Where they at?
Over there.
There's just one.
No, there's a bunch of them. Do you want to wear a party hat, Lyndon?
The party hat.
Hey.
Can I hit your vape?
Yeah. Where's my? Hey, we stand up real quick. I think you're sitting on my vape.
No, I'm not.
Sierra, what are you doing over here?
I just got finished eating food.
And you've been drinking?
Yeah.
Have you really?
Huh.
Do you want to be on the podcast?
No, thank you.
Why? I've been hearing you a lot in the background like you've been wanting to be on the podcast. I know, and you're being pretty loud.
Hey!
Okay, that's not okay. Bro, good old Chandler. You know how many people I know that's name is Chandler?
4.
Yeah. Actually, holy shit.
I think I know 4. That's
Chandler Davis, Chandler Fox, Chandler Rhyne, Chandler... Chandler Bean, Chandler, what the hell is his last name? I fuck with you, Chan, though. Chan that I work with. Damn.
Actually, I think I lied.
I can't think of his name. I can't think of his last name real quick.
You said what to it?
It said that he made the song after he had, it was about his relationship with Erykah Badu.
Yeah, he got her pregnant.
He got her pregnant and they fell out.
Yeah, Erykah Badu was like, she was like up there.
It said inspired by the breakdown of Andre's relationship with Badu after the birth of their son, Seven.
But think about how crazy.
Seven.
Like if,
Oh, you about to say
think
seven.
about how crazy that statement is you made now.
It's actually off the wall. Like where do and that's literally how the internet works. One person sees
Exactly.
something and
Yeah.
takes it and runs with it, and the whole world believes.
Yeah,
I bet you, like, there's probably a percentage of the world that believes he got a little girl pregnant to make that song. Because I was part of that percentage.
or maybe he is the only one. Nobody else knows.
Bro had a dream.
Whoa.
Yeah.
For real.
Now we need it. We got you on the podcast now. Now we can clown on you.
What you mean?
Now
I've
we
been
have
on
to.
the podcast a lot of times. I'm
I
pretty
know.
much a co-host.
We're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to bring you back.
You've probably been on this podcast like
At
10
least
times.
6 or
You know how I've been
7
trying to get on the podcast has been bullshit, and we gotta
Ethan.
call him out, right? Ethan.
Because
He already said something
He told
to
me
you.
this week. He was like, Carson's asked me to be on the podcast like religiously.
I
And
know.
He's like, I just don't. I don't want to.
I'm just giving up now. I've already gave up.
Honestly,
now.
you should, because Ethan's the type of person, until he feels like his life is relevant enough to talk about, he doesn't want to talk.
and I'm
I've
giving up
never,
on
even met,
Ashton
I've never
too.
even met him.
Huh?
I'm giving up.
I've never even met him.
I said
You
I'm,
weren't on the
Ethan-
podcast
Ethan
when he
who?
was here?
no.
I've never met him.
I said
got to.
I've given up on Ashton too.
She claims to be, and she really is a very busy woman.
Is she
Yeah,
still
yeah,
in
she
school, or
is.
did
She
You
is.
got to
I'll
pull
give-
up on her if
No,
you
I'll
want
give her.
something.
I'll
Did
give
she
her that.
graduate?
Yeah.
Where did she
I'll
go?
give her
Where
that.
did she go?
From where she go to college?
Yeah.
Actually, bro, she is a straight, like, Ashton is one of the most hardworking women I know.
Yeah, she
actually.
really
she,
is.
She when we got out of school, she went to LR for like a
That's-
year and then dropped out when I dropped out.
She
And
went somewhere else.
she
I thought
went
she
to
was-
Charlotte,
Charlotte.
to hair school.
Okay, that's
and
what
when
it
she
was.
graduated hair school, as soon as like the day she already had it lined up, she bought a hair studio.
Yeah,
And she
that's
rents it out. There's a
badass.
lady in there that does nails that pays her rent to work there too, and she does hair on part time. But it's essentially, I wouldn't say it's like a full time job, because she's got it to where she works at Iron Thunder. She's a bartender or whatever, but like she's a lady, and women in that type of industry make good money. So she can't give it up, because I mean, like, she could go in there and make $500 or $600 in tips in one night because she looks good.
Cosmetology is like the new trap.
Yeah, so
The new trap.
So essentially, she opened
Just
that
slanging
studio,
hair.
and she just
Oh,
goes to do
folks.
hair when people call her, make an appointment. So she sets her appointments before she goes and does her other job. So she would make a couple $100 doing hair at the begin to start the day off, and then go make $500 or $600 in tips.
she still
And
needs to
that's-
buy a painting. She hasn't yet.
She will. I
She
know
will.
But like, she's the type of lady that she is about her paper. Like, there ain't nothing that you can surprise her with that she will not adapt to take care of. You know what I mean? Like, I know it probably shouldn't be on the podcast, but just like a couple weeks ago, we were just talking about how much
He's like
she-
gonna put all of
she-
her business out there.
how much she takes care of, and she was just out of nowhere. Like, at the end of that night, we all came back, and she was like, out of nowhere,
She
I
was
just
like
got
talking
like
shit
another,
about everybody.
I just got another $200, $300 added to one of my bills out of nowhere, which is crazy. Because like, if out of nowhere $200 or $300 got taken out of my pocket and it was just gonna be a regular thing out of nowhere, I would honestly kind of freak out a little bit, just because like,
because you done already spin it.
not because I already spent it, but it's like
I
$200 or
mean-
$300 is a good amount of
Pocket
money.
change.
It's not pocket. It's not pocket change.
Man, like,
I mean, come on, bro.
It is pocket
post
change to
office
some
money.
people. It's pocket change to some people, but
money
like
spread.
Yeah,
not
hell yeah.
not many people in the world are prepared to do that. You know what I mean? And she just took it. She did. I did see her cry, but at the same instance, the very next day she acted like it never happened. You know what I'm saying? Because she's gonna get it done, because she got to get it done. You know what I mean?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
She takes care of herself.
Getting paid the first time off of like,
Something you work for?
well, I was gonna say getting paid the first time, like, yeah, like something that nobody necessarily believed in you, and then like just popping shit.
Feels different.
Bro, like, I remember the first time I got paid for music, bro. I dropped my album, I think it was 2021. I think it was my Roller Coaster of Emotions album. I dropped that shit on my like 19th birthday, bro, and then went and pushed it for a month, but like didn't even push it crazy, just pushed it.
Wait, what are you talking about? I'm so
You're
sorry, bro.
good. So we were talking about getting paid for the first time off of like something you did.
Yeah, bro. What do you use?
So
You use DistroKid?
I'm a United Masters. I use United.
Oh
Masters.
shit!
Yeah. So I put some shit out, bro, and it was crazy. The song didn't even get a bunch of streams. One of the songs. And then I got a check for like $120, bro. And I was like,
oh shit!
I was like, what the fuck? Like,
whoa,
we up type shit, like bro. But like, it's funny because that shit didn't even have a bunch of streams. And then I had a song, hit a playlist and get like 5K streams. I probably made a dub off that.
Oh shit!
Like, genuinely, probably made a dub off that.
Bro.
Off of 5K streams on what? Like SoundCloud or
Spotify.
Oh, Spotify.
I've been using my credit card and they gave me $200 actually the other day.
What do you mean?
They gave me $200 for fucking using the credit card. 3% cash back, brother.
Yeah.
Huh?
A Spotify credit card? Like you got a credit card through Spotify?
No, Spotify.
Or like you used your credit card
Apple
on
card.
Spotify?
Neither. Apple card. He was saying how he got a dub off of damn music. Yeah. I'm telling him how I got a dub off of damn using my credit card.
Like cash back?
Cash back.
Hell yeah.
A whole $1,000 back on cash back?
Nobody said $1,000, bro.
Oh,
I said $200.
Oh,
Said 20.
when y'all say dub, I be thinking like a 1G, like a K.
When I say
K.
dub, I'm talking
Or
about
a $20 bill.
Yeah,
$20 bill.
Actually,
A dub.
What's crazy? Somebody just hit me up for your hat, and I was like, "You got to grab one. They're only a dub."
They're online.
And I meant $20.
No.
And y'all over here talking about a dub, and I'm thinking it's $1,000.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about
Yeah.
$1,000.
Dub.
that shit.
Like-
I've never made money off of SoundCloud though.
Me neither.
SoundCloud.
You're not going to, brother.
Bro, I had SoundCloud like artist premium pro.
Bro,
whatever it was
how
called.
much music do you have out now?
I think I have.
You might need to get your mic a little closer, bro.
my fault. I think
You're
I
like
have-
Lyndon over here.
I think I have like 80 to 90 songs out. But that
80
could-
to 90?
That truthfully could be, but let's say 60.
Bro, I listened to a few of. I ain't gonna cap, bro. I haven't listened to all of them, man. I really haven't.
That's perfectly fine. I appreciate you for listening to one.
listening. Yeah,
I appreciate you for
bro.
listening to one. you
I've
know
only
what I mean?
listened to a few, bro, but I will listen to more. I swear to
We
God,
was
I really
talking about
will.
that earlier though. Like he was telling me like his music is not bad at all, and I was
Seriously.
like, yeah, bro. He's been perfecting his craft for years. You know
I
what
started
Yeah.
making music my freshman year of high school, and then started
Yeah.
taking it serious.
Bro, we
until I got to
probably was
college.
making music at the same
No,
time,
I'm
dude.
pretty sure we've talked about music. Before,
Yeah, we
like, a
probably
couple of
did.
times, like
Yeah.
because
I was dropping.
bro,
I remember the last album he dropped. You was dropping music too, and
Yeah.
I remember every album that you would drop. I know that you were sending it to everybody because you sent it to me, and no misses. You would just go get on your Snapchat and send it to everybody and send a paragraph with it and just be like, "Look,
That's how I started.
if you
bro.
fuck with
Yeah.
me, just check me out. You ain't got to, but I
Hell
greatly
yeah.
It is
appreciate
so
it. And
funny.
that gets you a long way."
But it's so funny because like that music I was making, I don't listen to it now because I don't like the quality.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it kind of fucked me up in the sense because I sent that out and that's what everybody kind of got introduced to me as, and it was good. Like
Yeah.
and they seen like a come up, but like if I
But
could
it just
get,
ain't as good as your new shit.
bro, if
I
could
know
get
how that is,
everybody
bro.
just to
Don't
check
give me
out
that hope.
the
I
shit
know how that
I have
is, bro.
recently dropped or like the shit I have coming out because bro,
You could tell how far you came
Oh,
just
God.
in music, and that's what
Yeah.
I was explaining to him. If you listen from, this goes for anybody that is genuinely into it wholeheartedly. If you listen to when somebody first started to where they are now, whether it be like a year or two,
Yeah.
they're getting better. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember when Carson was first started rapping, nobody really even took him serious.
Nobody.
And then it was like right when he got out of high school and was making actually like he was in music every day because he didn't have too much more to do.
Yeah.
Niggas, and he started like really posting his shit. Niggas, everybody was reposting his shit. Like, hey, have you heard Carson's new music?
Yeah,
Haley
yeah,
Morgan.
yeah.
She
Oh,
FaceTimed
God.
me last week and was like, what is that song with Carson about the Beamer or the BMW? And I was like, just go look up his
Big bands,
SoundCloud.
big beamer.
And
Hey,
she was like, I can't find it on his SoundCloud. And
I
went
took
to-
all that shit off again.
I was like, he must have
thought
took the shit
about
off.
doing that. Like I've genuinely thought about going
You
and
need
getting
to
some of my
unleash
old
just
shit.
that song.
Just that song.
Just that song. Because, I mean,
Uh-huh.
I ain't going to say it was for me but I know for a fact, just for instance, when Haley called me asking for that song. Like that's something that stuck to people. Like that's in her mind. So if she's around people and your name's brought up, she's gonna be like, "Oh shit, y'all gotta listen to this song he made."
Yeah,
this is Carson, and the shit's fucking hard. I ain't gonna lie.
Y'all know.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
I think his
bro.
name's Thomas 828 TJ.
Yeah. That Thomas Bryant.
Yeah, bro. Me and him have a song. I think it's called "Fake Love." From
he's different. He tried to. He's different.
Yeah.
My sophomore year. Like this has been years ago. Right. We have a song called "Fake Love" that he put up, and that song in the first 2 days had like 300 streams.
Bro, I have a few songs with Thomas.
And that shit
that's crazy.
Thomas that I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
That shit got striked.
You said 828 what?
TJ.
I don't think that's Thomas.
I haven't, bro. I just know, bro, it's 828 TJ.
828 TJ.
I don't know. I don't think that is Thomas.
I think that's another guy.
It might be a different Thomas because I think he's a year younger than me.
Oh no, then it ain't the Thomas we're talking about. The Thomas we're talking about is his age.
I could be completely wrong. I could be completely wrong.
Was he a taller white dude with dark hair?
By the time we started making music, it was like COVID time. So I've never actually
around
met him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he went to AC.
Holy shit! Caught you on film, real time, getting shit wrong.
Like probably, but me and him have.
Imagine how many times I've did it.
We have a couple of songs out. We have a song called "Liars" out that's I fuck with. But he's got a very different sound.
And you don't even know the guy's name.
TJ, you feel me?
Bro.
I say Thomas because I think somebody told me his name was Thomas. I'm not even 100%.
They just been capping to you.
Probably. But he had a song hit like 60K on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
I forget what that shit was called.
Do y'all remember fucking Jacob Teague?
I know
Jacob Teague.
I know that
He was in my grade. He was a kicker on the football team, but he was a little short white dude. He makes music now, bruh.
Really?
Like when I say Jacob Teague is somebody you would have never thought to even make music leveled on rap music. He does. That's what he does now, bro.
He really be
the
out
music
here.
industry is probably. I think I was talking to somebody about it the other day. I think music right now is the most saturated.
It's way oversaturated right now.
I don't think there's actually anything more saturated than music, and it kind of scares me as an artist because I think about it like, damn, the odds of me making it now are so much less than it would probably be 10 years ago. But
definitely.
at the same time,
it's still you still got a chance.
I think it's one of those things. Just like, bro, I look at my life. I'm like, how the fuck are you gonna sit here and tell me this is not what I'm meant to do?
Yeah.
Like, you ever had that feeling? It's like, damn, like.
Yeah, I used to think that shit with rap too, brother.
Like,
and then I just moved my artistry.
Yeah, and that's what when I called him earlier, and I wasn't saying that you shouldn't do rap, but I was saying like so much from doing rap. Yeah. Like I was seeing some of the clips that you made just to like introduce music to other people, and I was like, the way this nigga put this shit together, he really knows what he's doing on the back side of this shit because you do it all your own for the most part.
I'm in college as a marketing major, like because my whole goal, no matter if it was, I used to want to be a YouTuber. That was the first thing. But anything
he was telling me about that
what
shit.
You're doing, like, that's essentially like Carson started rapping and realized that he had a talent in art and the backside of like the knowledge that people don't want to put in the work to learn and do.
Exactly.
So he's going to be able to, in return, since he's invested in learning and doing that, he's going to be able to benefit himself and make money, being able to offer a service to people that don't want to put in that effort or give it that amount of time.
See, people ask me if I'm a rapper, and I always say no, I'm an artist.
An artist.
Yeah.
Like, you do so much more than just rap.
Because I make like. I want to get back into making YouTube videos. I used to make YouTube videos.
That's why I used to stream.
I used to make TikToks. Bro, like, I do so much shit. That's why I'm not worried. Everybody asks me, like, you're getting all these fucking tattoos. You're 20 years old. You're not worried about getting a corporate job.
You know what you can do.
You're a marketing major, bro. Or do you not want to go work in an office for? No, bro.
You are aware of your
all right, then get a face tat.
I got a neck tat shit. Like,
what's crazy is
but where's that face tat?
Getting a face tat for like 2 or 3 months.
What would you get?
I want to get a Chrome Hearts tattoo like right here.
Fuck it, I'm getting 3 tiers.
So wait a minute, hold on. Before we get to
you see his face.
Before we get to the 3 tiers, I just want to talk about this Chrome Heart. Like on some like football paint type shit.
On some like
not like stupid big, but like
what the fuck is that one guy's name?
Face grade.
Fucking Fucking what is his name? He's from damn Brooklyn.
I have no
You know what? He's got he on some drill shit. He was on some drill shit.
Pop Smoke.
No.
22
G. Who signed
G's.
Drake.
Oh, I fuck with him. I fuck with him heavy.
Central C.
Bro's from the UK.
How can I be
5
homophobic? My bitch is gay.
No, 5 something. What the fuck is his name?
I feel like I know who you're talking about, but I don't know. Who
You said 5-0. That rings a bell.
5-0, 50
Let's
Cent?
see.
No, 5-0.
But
5-0 foreign.
why?
Fabio.
Fabio
okay.
foreign.
Yeah.
Like,
Fabio
why?
foreign. He's
Let me
from-
ask
Fabio.
you that. Why? Why like a face tap?
He's got a snowflake. That's what it is. He's got a snowflake.
Well, a face tap
I
for
gotta
me,
piss.
like me, you know me, I'm big on being different.
Mm-hmm.
To me, being different is doing things that are out of the norm. Not necessarily like getting a face tap, but like different shit, like getting a brand instead of a tattoo. Like getting branded, like burned.
Oh yeah.
I thought about doing that. I actually got a brand
Are you like,
welded out.
I know somebody at the gym. They got a brand on them.
would have been a perfect Q.
What you mean?
A Q dog? Like,
Yeah, I know what you
nigga, you
They do
would,
that shit.
Nigga, you would have
Out there.
been a
I ain't gonna
Bro,
bark because
don't
they
even-
get me fucked up. But yeah,
bro. I know some.
that's what they be doing.
I know some Qs, like, cause one of my best friends is a noob, so I be around with all the D9 type shit,
Yeah, the bald-headed
all
ass
of them
niggas.
motherfuckers, bro. When I picture a Q, like when we was coming up, when I pictured a Q, I would always picture you being at the
A
front
different
of that
nigga.
crowd,
Like
bro.
Yeah.
a
Like
lot of
just-
people will say that. Like I stick out. Like there's not many places that you can take me that I'm not going that not necessarily fit in, but niggas gonna be like, damn, that nigga different. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I call myself multisocial. Like I'm very multicultural. Like I can
don't
go
fit in
anywhere,
with not one
bro.
particular crowd.
Yeah.
At least I don't want to claim that I fit into one particular crowd. I try to talk to everybody because
Yeah.
you can learn from all aspects of life.
It's good to be well rounded, you know.
Yeah, you
Instead
can
of
fuck
fitting
with
in with
anybody.
one click, why not go check them all out?
Why
you
not
know?
fuck with everybody?
Everybody.
Like, you'll
Why
learn
not?
so
I
much.
got a buddy
fucking with other
named
people.
Jason, and I didn't realize, but his brother is Donovan McMichael.
I've heard
Right?
that.
Yeah.
We was talking about this the other day.
When I think of Donovan McMichael, bro, off the wall, crazy, off the chains, like that's not gonna be somebody that you ever really see me.
I used to fuck with
hanging out
Donovan
with
McMichael.
To the like, you're not gonna see me outside of school fucking with that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because just because everybody knows that he's on a different type of timing than what most 14-year-olds are doing.
I haven't seen him in years, bro.
He's actually locked up now. Off
Yeah,
of
he
some
told me about
crazy
that shit.
But anyway,
Yeah.
I could see. I met Jason. Jason's 29. He's one of my older friends, but I could see like Donovan in him before I even knew that it was his brother. I would be like, yeah, if I would have known this nigga a long time ago, I probably wouldn't be spending as much time as I do with him, or like even having a regular conversation with him. But then along down the road, he started explaining to me who his family was and how I could tie him in, and I was like, damn, bro, you act just like
bro.
Donovan would, but I assumed that as Donovan grew up, he would become more like you, and he's one of my best, closest friends.
What the fuck did I miss?
He was talking about
I lost it. No,
no, he was
Just carrying on.
I just had to know, like, what if we wasn't even recording this whole time?
We wasn't. I didn't
No.
know that y'all wanted to start yet.
You
he
want
was
to
just
start?
talking about how you got to be open to different people, or like you have to be open to a variety.
Oh,
of different
yeah.
things to
Open-minded.
be able to
Network.
Fuck with people.
not necessarily network essentially, but like
Yeah.
to not fit in a category. I was explaining to him how I wanted to get the face tattoo because I don't fit in a category. You know what I'm saying? Like I consider myself different. A lot of people that
Yep.
I fuck with consider me different. Like
But the
I'm gonna
thing
do
is,
some off the wall.
the thing is that you essentially kind of have to fit yourself into a category. Essentially, like I'm gonna, like I really do believe that because that's like that goes along with the non-binary shit.
you kind of, I get what you're saying. Like
Like
you
if
have
somebody's
to know what you like
non-binary-
and what you fuck with in order to disregard what is not for you. I get it, but like. You can't just say, "Oh, I see that person and they portray this, so I'm gonna stay away from them because that's not me." And you could, like I was explaining to him with the whole Donovan shit. I talked to his brother without knowing that he was Donovan's brother. If I would have known that was Donovan's brother when we first met, I probably would have put up a guard or some sort.
Oh yeah,
Because I've already I have a thought of what it could be. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it's more or less like if you have an open mind to that. or the people in general, and you can be able to sit down without knowing any background and have a genuine conversation with anybody and learn from that. It doesn't matter what their background is at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I understand definitely being open-minded about everything and shit, but like if I'm painting, if the majority of my paintings are abstract paintings, I'm considered an abstract painter.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I have the ability.
Rapper, so
I
feel what you're saying.
Yeah, like I have the ability to paint other shit that's not abstract. Like those flowers are not abstract. That's more like a still life painting. But I'm more of an abstract artist.
Yeah, so
you know
what
I'm saying?
you do and what you paint, like you caught me asking a bunch of
Like,
questions.
I'm just saying
about
that's just
your
for an
shit.
example.
Yeah, but like a lot of people are gonna see that shit or see your art and automatically have not necessarily a prediction of you, but like if they look at that art, they're gonna be like, oh, he's a different person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's not regular. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
So when they approach you or like when y'all speak, they're gonna have more of a
Twang.
a curious. They're gonna come curious. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to figure out what you are about. But if they don't like your paintings and shit, they're not gonna see anything. They're not gonna ask you anything. They're not gonna even entertain a conversation.
Definitely.
Because they automatically have a depiction that you're somebody that they don't fuck with based off of what comes up in your mind.
Bro, do you
and
know
that's not you.
Do you know how many people I tell I'm an artist and they immediately their mind goes to, oh, you're a SoundCloud rapper. Bro,
okay,
the first thing they say.
I am not a fucking SoundCloud.
You're not a SoundCloud rapper?
Like,
you don't have any rap on SoundCloud?
I have music on SoundCloud rapper, but what is brought with the connotation of being a SoundCloud rapper is like
Not
people
good
do not expect you to actually make.
I see what you're saying.
It's like a stigma.
They just think that
it's
you,
a
if
stigma.
you're on SoundCloud, they just
Yeah.
think you just make music for the hell of it.
Yeah, like you're not really serious with it. So when I tell people like, nah, bro, I'm everywhere. Like you can pull my shit up on damn Amazon Prime Music for
it's on SoundCloud, but it's on 10 different things also.
Everywhere.
When
and
I was playing around with y'all, every time I made a song that y'all would even post, I was lit as fuck for y'all to put on SoundCloud, and I would be like, y'all go listen to my song on SoundCloud.
I remember you being you sitting there making music, man, at the old house.
And what's crazy is a lot of them songs weren't really good at all.
No, but they were hype.
They were.
There might be one
cool.
or two songs that stick out, and if anybody remembers that, they're gonna be like, "You used to be rap on SoundCloud. Like, you used to be a SoundCloud rapper."
Westwood.
Yeah.
It's so hard. That
was awesome. Your grandma in the back shaking hands for a backwood.
Yeah.
That was a hard song.
It is so hard to disconnect from that. Like, me and Quaylen have so many songs where we made in like 20 minutes. We have an EPs where we made it one night, and we made a whole EP and put it out the next morning. One night, made a whole EP, put it out the next morning.
Yeah,
this nigga Carson came over to my house to record one night, and we sat in my room for like 2 hours straight and made a song. And after we played it back and listened to it, and Carson looked at me and was like, "Nigga, this shit is ass." He was like, "You wasted my whole entire night for this shit." And all I could do was look at him and be like, "Hell yeah."
Yeah. And we was like fucked up.
Another shot.
My grandma's house, bro.
Yeah,
Isabel
I remember
was living
that.
with me and shit. She's sitting there and listening to that shit for 2 hours straight. I know she was pissed off because it was dog shit.
I know my mom has probably been woken up so many times by me and Quaylen on the other side of the house just screaming into a mic. Because this is how fucked up our shit used to be. We used to have like the speaker that plugged in my computer, right? And we'd play the beat off of that and have the mic like 2 feet away from it.
Yeah.
And be recording into the mic while it played over the fucking speaker.
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
hear it in the background.
Oh, fuck.
Like just
I definitely know how that shit
Like, what the
is.
hell is y'all doing?
I'm gonna be like, what the fuck is y'all
When we
talking
recorded
about?
that shit at my house, we was at my grandma's, and I was like, we got to go to the furthest room in the back because my grandma
God,
gonna
gotta
say
go
something.
all the way across
Yeah.
the house.
Don't have a choice.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
caught that one.
You gotta go all the way in the back.
I'm already knowing that should be.
Or like trying to be quiet.
You sitting in there. Like
Yeah.
you just trying to. It's like, bro.
I pull up on
Yeah, pull up on the outside.
Yeah.
And you just like. Yeah, bro. You turn up the fucking audio. All you hear is a white noise in the background. Like
Yeah.
that's how you hear it in the background type shit.
Yeah.
And you're just like, here we go again.
Yeah, hell yeah. I've recorded in my car before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put up soundproofing in my room.
Really?
Like I did because like that's when I decided I really wanted to start taking music serious and like I went back and listened to all of my old music, and it was like no matter how hard I listened to the lyrics or the beat, all I'd hear is that.
You got studio monitors?
I have two. Just it's actually because what I record on is a gaming PC. I bought a gaming PC like.
Yeah, but those are good, dude.
Yeah, probably like 10 years ago, like when Black Ops 3 came out. Because I wanted to be a YouTuber. So, like, I have the whole Elgato set up, everything. And that's how I use my dual monitor through my Xbox. Bro, I'll sit in that motherfucker and record for hours and just...
Yeah.
I fuck with it. Like, I fuck with being able to... I'll go smoke a blunt and then...
Come back, record.
Room, or just sit in my room, smoke a blunt, and just play beats, because... You
punch in or you ride every time?
I do a method that's kind of in between. So, like, say I'm recording a verse and I'm 30 seconds in. I might take that shit back to, like, 22 seconds, start recording, and say the end of my last verse. So, say I end the verse off with, like, shit they did.
Yeah.
I'll stop it and then come back on the second track and be like, da-da-da-da, shit they did, da-da-da-da-da-da, and continue off that so it flows better. But, like, bro, sometimes I'll sit in the studio, I'll freestyle a whole song. Because I'm not a cocky person, but I'll say, like, there's very few people I know that can freestyle better than me.
You can freestyle pretty good?
Like, true.
Like off the dome freestyle?
Yeah, like dead ass type shit.
So I can put you a beat on right now and you go ham?
Yeah. Like,
oh, shit.
Like dead ass. So,
okay.
Like, I'll sit there.
We'll see after the podcast.
All right, but like dead ass, like that.
Yeah.
So I would sit there and I would record, and I've had nights where I'll record 6 songs on the same beat.
Oh, yeah.
And throw them all away.
Yep.
Like.
Oh, I know.
Like,
I know how that is.
There's truly, I don't know if there's anything more frustrating.
Yeah.
Like, really, because I'm working with a dude right now who, his name's Trademark, and he does a lot of music beats for DC the Don. He's got platinum records with Baby, with Nardo Wick, like that song. Da, na, 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 na,
oh, yeah.
About Nardo.
Yeah.
That's his shit.
Holy shit.
So, like, I have these beats with bro. And I'm sitting there, he sent me a pack, and we're working on some shit. And it's like, I'd sit down and record on them motherfuckers. I'd be like, bro, I'm so goddamn. This is that one. This is that one. Like, bro, I could really blow up off this shit. And I'd psych myself out so bad.
Yeah.
Because I was so nervous.
And like the next morning, you're like, fuck this shit.
Bro, like, I'm so ready for that shit to be a hit that I'm, like, overworking it. And I remember one of those beats, I sat there for, like, 4 hours, and probably made that song, like, 10, 11 times over again.
Yep.
And just scrapped it. Like, every time I'd make that motherfucker whole song. Scrap it. Like, I have so many hooks in my notes written to that one song that I'm just not gonna use. Like, it was funny as fuck because I was sitting in there and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go with it. And I was like, this is like my 5th take, like 5th time recording this whole song over. And my homie was like, bro, delete that shit. He was like, bro, I know how good of a rapper you are. Like, I've seen you sit here and write some shit that fucks my mind up.
Yeah.
And I've seen you do some shit. Do that here. Like, he was like, bro, like, fuck is you doing? Just freestyling on this beat, just fucking around. Nigga, if you don't pull that motherfucking notes out and goddamn start really like going into your mind and record that shit. And I did it. And it was before I left to come back from break. But I did that like whole song or half that song in like the next 20 minutes because I just sat down and just listened to the beat, loop, and just wrote for it. And that shit
just went in on it.
Shit like gold, bro.
I fuck with that shit.
Yeah, I have an addiction to music. I really think I do.
Oh, I definitely feel you on that.
Yeah, like this summer from the end of May I was home from the end of May to the middle of August, and I recorded 66 songs.
Oh shit.
So middle of May, middle of August. That time, and I was working third shift at Walmart. I recorded like over 60 songs.
Oh shit.
Y'all will probably not hear 40 of them motherfuckers. Man.
Oh yeah, I definitely
like,
know
that
that shit, brother.
Like,
I definitely know that shit is.
That shit is
so many damn songs that nobody's ever gonna hear.
Never gonna hear.
Never.
Like,
that's fucking wild.
Hear,
and
bro,
I've really been talking about releasing my last album, like of all the shit that I've made.
Yeah.
But
I've heard some stuff that you've made that hasn't been released.
Yeah. And I just don't.
When you showed Siki, I think.
Yeah.
I remember sitting there for like an hour just listening to stuff. I was like, I've never heard this before.
Yeah.
How long do you think what's the longest break you've took from making music?
Probably now.
How long has it been?
Man, but it's not really a break. This is me quitting.
type
Like
shit.
it's been like, yeah, it's been probably honestly it's probably been like 2 years.
I remember when I hit you up to make a song one time, and you were just like, "Yeah, I don't even really be making music."
His last album was 20, wasn't it? It was like 20. And that was when you were 20 years old. And
no, there was one after that.
There was one after that?
Yeah, it was called Animation Land.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit, bro. You really put all your effort into that, and you posted it on all platforms.
That's why I quit YouTube.
Yeah.
I remember.
I know
fucking
that's
Morgan
exactly why I quit
reposted it.
YouTube.
She
Wow.
reposted a few songs off of that album.
Oh yeah.
You put your heart and fucking soul into that shit, and then
He had collabs with everybody.
I
was
did.
on that shit. Dylan, Jalen,
like
a nigga from Hickory.
It didn't go where you wanted it to go, and it just kind of hit you, and you was just like, I don't want to do this shit no more.
Well, no, not even that. It's because I wasn't really concerned on that because I knew
it serious.
I knew that like if I was really just making it just for music's sake.
Just for you was making
Like
shit
I was
fucking
making it
type
because
shit.
I
do something
fuck
he
with it.
liked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fuck with doing it. I fucked with the whole process and it like what you was saying, like the shit that was frustrating. It really didn't make a fuck to me because
Him and Jalen were gonna do. Y'all were gonna open up like a producing center, weren't
it
y'all?
really was, and I actually really do. I still kind of want to do
y'all,
that.
I think y'all should do this.
It's gonna work
Yeah.
with what you
think y'all
got
should do
in
that.
your future plans with this.
We just talked about how saturated music is.
Bro,
Right now. Everybody wants to record. Y'all should do
Eventually,
that.
I want to make a
You've got a big
dream. Yeah,
One thing
I ain't gonna throw it out there anymore.
No. Yeah.
Like I ain't gonna throw it out.
One
there.
I'm
thing
not
that
gonna
I
say
want to say
nothing.
though
Yeah.
is right around the time that you and Jalen had that idea, and it was a great idea. Y'all weren't the only ones that were necessarily trying to do it, and everybody was trying to hurry up and make their own version of y'all's idea. So y'all couldn't not necessarily couldn't be successful, but they were making it a whole lot harder for y'all because they were just making a bunch of like copyrighted versions of y'all's idea that wasn't as genuine. They just seen that they could benefit from doing the thing that y'all could do, and hurried up and got it together. Like I hate to, and I'm not ragging on nothing, but you remember they started a fucking recording studio right here.
No, I don't remember that.
You remember they opened up the shoe store?
No.
Fucking it was OOF and them.
Oh no, I don't remember
Nas
that.
and them opened up a fucking shoe store.
I fuck with Nas.
in downtown, right?
Yeah.
And at the time, downtown is trying to get, since they started opening like the brewery and shit.
Yeah.
They're trying to sell that whole entire building so like it can be new and renovated for the town to have more publicity.
Yeah.
And they were a part of it, and they were trying to get other people to invest their money into getting those buildings. And one of the things that they were going to do was like a part-time recording studio in the back, but I guess like it just didn't pop like it was supposed to. Like not enough people that was around here doing music or in the industry came to them for help. So it was almost like a dud, but they already had all the equipment, so it wasn't like a loss essentially. But like,
Yeah.
You know, none of any artist. There's only been one artist really from around here, not producers, artists from around here that has fucked with me.
who?
TJ.
TJ? 828 TJ?
828 TJ. That's the only one.
Holy
because
shit.
I don't know if it was. My name was always in shit. Like, for me to not really be. Because, you know, nigga, I'd be in Statesville.
Yeah.
I was never up in Taylor. I'd be in Statesville all the time. But there was always drama with me up here.
Right.
Bitches. You know what I mean? Like, bitches that I didn't even fuck with.
You just fall into the middleman situation.
Bro, like niggas
That
hit
happens
me,
way
niggas
too
hit my
often.
phone. Like I done heard like some of the groups y'all
And
said
your
some of the
name just
names
came out into
that
it.
like niggas talking about, and it's funny because I'm sitting here like I know these niggas because I used to, bro. I've always had a vision of if we're all looking for the same goal, why can we not
Fuck
work
with
together?
me, yeah. Work
Yeah.
with me.
Why can we not
I
work
was that
together?
type of nigga.
Like-
if we got the same goal, why not get it?
For sure. Definitely.
But
Nobody
everybody's
would
not.
I
on the
really don't
same
understand
type of
why
time.
we didn't make any music
Bro,
together.
nobody like there was always a stigma tied to my name because somebody knew somebody that didn't fuck with me. So since they knew somebody that didn't fuck with me, like
You just stayed in that position that you were almost like in the middle, and you could never get.
I'm in the position like, all right, y'all niggas ain't fucking with me. I'm not gonna take it to heart because I understand. Like I said, there's
But
shit.
they say that, but them be the niggas that'll see you at a party and be like, "Oh, what's up?"
I've made
I heard
music
your
with
last
niggas.
music."
I've made music with niggas now who I'm not gonna say no names because I don't wish anybody like bad. I don't wish anybody. I wish everybody success. I've made music now with niggas who I know used to talk shit on my name. Like,
Oh, shit.
There's text of niggas who used to talk shit on my name over some females. It's like, bro, that's not my bitch. That's not your bitch. Leave it alone.
Ain't
like
nothing
shit
really
for the
in this
streets.
world worth arguing over.
And it's like niggas is real life. I'm looking at it like I've been working on music for so long, bro. Like, really trying to perfect my craft. I'm going places, meeting people who really fuck with me, type shit. And you're hitting me up later on in life to make a song when I have fond memories of you telling niggas not to fuck with my music.
Yeah, let's have a fucking shootout about it then, bro. I mean, damn.
Essentially, when my little brother got locked up, that's what it was about. A bunch of rap beef between niggas in the same area doing the same
Niggas
shit.
are bored.
Yeah. I
That's
promise
simply
you,
what it is.
I ain't gonna be beefing with nobody nowadays.
Especially, you're not gonna be beefing with nobody from around here, and y'all doing
No.
the same shit.
Bro,
we just fucking rapping,
Bro,
Yeah,
I knew your mama and them. I knew your cousins. I know your people.
like not fucking with each other,
Bro, why are you sitting here trying to? Your best friend is somebody I consider my brother. Why are we
be
sitting
niggas-
here right now, and you not hit my phone to ask me about this bitch, to ask me about anything like that, but you going around telling people not to fuck with me? Whoa,
And
bro,
it be
like, come on,
it
dog.
be niggas that like you even used to be cool with, like people that used to stay in your house. You got pictures and shit with as kids and shit, and you just grow up and they had that secret animosity that they feel that they too afraid to talk about because they don't want to ruin this and ruin that. But that be the reason, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like because
bro.
don't nobody want to be like, oh, bro, I'm upset with you because this, that, and the third. They rather hear somebody say, oh, he said this about you because you felt that way about him. But the whole shit could have been squashed or ended if they would have talked about how they felt about that one situation. Now everybody got they say so or their input about how they feel about it, and
and it really fucked up my
Just
scene
talk.
working people up. Like it really fucked up me working with people up here because of a certain like 2 or 3 motherfuckers. It made me not want to work with nobody up here because I'm like, okay, everybody up here know everybody. Everybody, we all know each other. So I'm like, if I'm all the time in Statesville, everybody got the same interest, but I'm all the time in Statesville, everybody up here in Taylorsville, and I'm hearing from different sources that motherfuckers is talking about me. Why am I gonna go up in Taylorsville and work with people? Why
Yeah, I
not just
see what
stay
you're
in
saying.
Statesville and then
where you
go
feel
from,
you feel welcome.
Why
You're
not go to
about
Statesville? Why not then go to High Point, Charlotte? Everywhere. I'll be everywhere. But Taylorsville. My mom be talking shit to me because like I went to school all up in this motherfucker. I've always
You know
been up
what
in
it
this
comes with
motherfucker.
being here, bruh.
But I'm
And-
never here because
it's just
like,
a small town.
That's
bro.
why I want to get out of here because essentially you're not gonna break them chains of what people already believe of you. You know what I'm saying?
These
You
motherfuckers been thinking that shit for 5-6
Yeah.
years. That's fact in there.
I mean,
Like
essentially-
Drake ain't popping in Toronto.
right. I mean,
Like
Well,
really, like people really be saying that.
well,
they
this is
don't
what I'm
fuck with
saying.
him in Toronto,
and that's why I say it goes onto a distance though, because I guarantee you when Drake was first blowing up in America, a lot of people in Toronto was dissing on him. But Drake has reached a certain point in his stardom. They have no choice but to respect him and fuck with
it
what
all
he's
loops
got
back to
going on.
Drake.
I mean, it really.
It's fucking Drake.
You brought this shit up. I was gonna make that theory up to us, but like what I'm saying is nobody fucks with me where I'm at right now.
Nobody will
But
fuck with you in
if
your
I was to
hometown.
go to Oregon or like if I was to move to another state where I'm completely away from these guys, and I was to make a better name for myself around some people that I can actually restart that relationship and them have a different view of me.
Yeah.
If I was to blow up in that area and it was to somehow reach back home, if I was to come back home, it's gonna be a lot of secret animosity. But for the most part, everybody's gonna come off in a way that they fuck with
They
you
gonna
because
fuck
you
with
got
you.
that name now.
Yeah.
You
know
know
what
some
I'm
funny
saying?
shit? I
They
have
gonna
more-
flip-flop.
I have more listeners, monthly listeners in London, Brazil, South Africa, and one of the Koreas.
That's wild.
Than I do in
One of the
Taylorsville.
I had more listeners in fucking Atlanta.
Yeah. Then in,
I don't know
in fucking
anybody from
Taylorsville.
Atlanta.
And it's because the people that know you, they're gonna see that you got an
doing-
album and
you're
that you
doing
posted it,
something.
and they're immediately gonna be like, "You see, Carson trying to make music now. That shit gotta be
They
ass,"
gonna
without
fucking-
even listening to a single lyric.
That's the cool thing about the fucking podcast. We can just talk shit about anybody we fucking want to,
God.
and they
it's like
can't.
worldwide.
They can't do nothing about it.
What's crazy is they can't
know.
do nothing about it, but you wouldn't suspect or guess it does get out. Like
Yeah.
there's been people that we've talked about on this podcast, and it might not be immediately, but like a week or so after, they'd be like, "I can't believe you said that about
Yeah.
this and that person." I've had people that I've talked about come back to me and be like, "I don't fuck with you because you said this or that," but like at the same time, bro, I'm the type of nigga that. Whether I'm in front of you or not in front of you, I'm still gonna feel the same
say
way,
the
and
same.
I'm still
Yeah.
gonna say the same.
But at the
thing.
same time, like I have no reason to talk shit about anybody.
Yeah.
I try to refrain. I try to refrain from it myself, but like I can't help how I feel sometimes.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't give a fuck enough about other people.
And
I don't. I stand on my feelings. That's what it is. If I'm talking shit about you, 9 times out of 10, you did something to me that made me feel some type of way, and either A, I've said it to you, or you know how I'm feeling about it, or B, you just will not like. I hate to want to be upset with somebody and not be able to get to them.
Yeah, and see, and the thing is too is that everybody's going to talk regardless. Yeah, everybody's going to say something about somebody.
Our name could be in a
sort of way
conversation right now.
Right now,
probably is.
It probably is.
Maybe somewhere.
And see, the thing is that you're going to say something about somebody else too, and then they're going to say something about you too, just regardless. It's just regardless. Just like your name pops up in a conversation, and they're just going to say something, and it's just all talk. Yeah. And at the end of the day, it really just matters is if you're going to say. The thing is like whenever it starts getting like detrimental basically to your name, essentially is that if you're gonna say something about somebody and you're not able to say it to that person's face too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the problem.
I can say something to him about you. You know what I'm saying?
He shouldn't say it unless he can say it to you.
Exactly. And that's just that's how I am like personally because I just know how that shit is because everybody talks.
You gotta be straight up.
And everybody says I'm not gonna say something on here that you are gonna be able to confront me about and me say, no, I didn't say that.
Like I didn't say that shit. No.
Like I'm gonna be like, nigga,
like
yeah, I said it.
Exactly.
That
like if I say
shit.
something and then somebody brings it up to me that I said it, like I'm gonna say that I fucking said that shit.
I said the shit. If you want a reason, here it is.
You're honest
Don't
about that.
Exactly.
On that Drewski shit.
Exactly.
You no business.
Like anytime
we're
like,
grown now,
like
bro.
anytime we talk, like if I'm talking to you about somebody else, like there's no chance that I'm not gonna say something to them about what we just talked about.
Exactly.
Like what we was just talking about just a little bit ago about me and him. Whenever we was talking about you being on here,
we just brought it up.
We just brought it up, and we had the whole conversation repeated back in real time about what the fuck we just said earlier.
It's because I really fell out with people, like especially being at college, because you gotta think college is so fucking crazy. Because you go off, you live somewhere, and you're around a bunch of motherfuckers you've never met in your life, and you just got to go with it.
Yeah.
So, like, you make friends your freshman year and your sophomore year. And I made friends with people who I thought, like, I was locked with. Like, for real. Like, there's this dude, he shot my first music video. We've done photo shoots. And our whole thing was, all right, you shoot music videos for me, and then anything you want to shoot, I'll pretty much be your test dummy, just so you can, like, we both can get better. We're both gaining something from it. Tell me why, like, because, and there's no need to get into the whole fucking story, but like, motherfuckers did some shady shit, and I was cool. I was man enough to be like, all right, bro, if you admit just what you did, we can move past it and we can just go on. Mm-hmm. And motherfuckers was just like,
don't want to admit that shit because they afraid of how you gonna feel about it because they don't think that you can move past that one. And I mean, even if you can't move past it, it's gonna make it's gonna bring light to the whole situation if you can speak on it and still be able to mutually disagree.
We gotta speak on it, but you like the motherfucker. I bring it up and the motherfucker wouldn't even look at me in my face. He'd be sitting there talking to me and looking at the ground. So I'm like, all right, I'm already knowing.
You already know before any.
And then like we had shot 2 music videos, right? And I'm like, all right, bro, we're not seeing eye to eye. Can you at least send me the footage? We shot them shits back in February. We done fell out. It's May. Bro, send me the fucking footage. To this day, I don't have the footage. Just because, like, bro, it was one of my favorite songs off of my last EP, The Interval. And we shot it for like 3-4 hours on a February night, bro.
Oh, shit.
With drone shots.
Yeah.
Shots in the car going around places. Like, we spent 4 hours shooting this shit. And bro got pissed off because I wanted him to.
Kept it.
Yeah, bro. I still haven't seen it. I haven't seen. He has that music video. There's probably from our first, because we pretty much lived together for 2 years. There's probably 40, 50, 60 videos of me freestyling.
That's what I hate about, not necessarily niggas like that.
That's what I hate about niggas. That's what I hate about niggas.
Niggas in general, or anybody that feels like they have a hold on you of any sort. Like, and what I was gonna say is like videographers in general, because most of these people that do videos or music videos, the only way they make money off of that is posting your video on their account. You know what I'm saying? So what people don't understand is these niggas can shoot your video and it's up to them whether they want what they want to do with the shit. And once they do, they're the sole proprietor on the money side of your video.
But videographers, you have to find. See, I did fuck with bro because he had, I call it the eye for a shot. When a motherfucker can tell you, all right, bro, if you go right here with this lighting and I shoot it from this angle, we got a crazy fucking shot. I'm like, all right, cool. Motherfucker had the vision for it. But it's like, how are you going to just ignore all this work we've done and not admit? Because at the end of the day, we're friends. Yeah, we're friends more than fucking business partners. Way before
friends first.
Yeah, like, and
I want a friendship before I make you a partner.
The whole situation, bro, they broke. Pretty much to sum it up, niggas broke my fucking bong while I was out of town.
And didn't want to admit to the shit.
God damn.
Like, no, my fucking shit was gone. Niggas like broke my shit and threw it away. And then acted like somebody stole it. Exactly. Somebody tried to act like somebody walked in our dorm.
Admitted to breaking your shit.
Walked in our dorm at 7 a.m.
Swept it up
Sunday
and everything.
And took it.
Wow.
Ridiculous
left
ass
all
lie.
the weed. Left the fucking bowl to the bong.
At least they didn't take your weed.
I had a homeboy that stole my bong and shit at a party one time, and I pulled up on him, and they pulled that shit out for us to hit, and I'm like, nigga, bruh.
Nigga, are you stupid?
I was like, bro, you thought that I wasn't gonna notice that we smoking out of my shit?
Like,
but
what the fuck?
Realistically, he was just like, look, bro, I thought it was somebody else's shit at that party that night. My bad.
What
but
the hell?
To be honest, I wanted to be like, nigga, you know that wasn't nobody else's shit. However many times I done brought this shit and smoked with you out of it. Yeah, at least I got my shit back.
I lost my shit permanently and then had to cut niggas off because niggas tried
over something as simple as a bomb.
Them niggas tried to tell me they was like, I swear to God, niggas was like, yeah, bro, if you think we would do something like that and not tell you, you shouldn't be friends with us anymore. And I was like,
right. Okay, then.
All right, bet.
Like you telling me exactly what I know already.
I was like, I looked at that nigga, I was like, bro, did you just try to gaslight me? What the fuck? Like,
a nigga that'll steal something and help you look for it.
Yeah, like my fucking Soren.
Dun dun dun.
He look, bro, and this is gonna be the second time that I admit this shit, bro. He lost his vape one time with me.
I lost my vape one time.
Speaking of vape,
bro, but,
quotation
marks. But I found his vape like a week or so later. But instead of hitting him up and telling him that I found it, I used it for a little bit and then I sold it. But to be fair, though, by the time I had found his vape, he had already moved on, got a new one, and accepted that it was gone.
I had like 3 or 4 more.
Yeah. And it was a long time between him losing it and me finding it. So, like, finders keepers, losers weepers. And it would be different if he heard that I had his vape and I lied to him about stealing the shit. I wonder if
that's how the niggas felt about my bong.
But look, that's the thing. The difference between the bong and shit.
But you did for the longest.
I didn't lie to you though. No, I didn't, because I hadn't found it. But once you confronted me about it after I found it, I was
like
just
last week or some shit.
I was just like, yeah, bro, I did find that shit. Like, and I sold the shit for bro. $30 or whatever.
Damn it!
Cut me my 15.
Just getting him on the podcast, getting his ass.
Just to get me
guilty.
Yeah.
Caught in 4K.
Yep.
4K. No,
damn it, brother.
Funny shit, bro. That's
that's fucked.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, bro. Like
they stole your fucking bong, dude.
Stole my bong. They tried to gaslight me. I told
them,
fuck
that
like,
shit, man.
Like, all right, bro. Fuck y'all. And then I just started doing my own thing. Like that. It was lucky, and it's so crazy because that was the end of our sophomore year, and then we get into it, and these motherfuckers didn't even come back to school.
They didn't even come back to school. They just dropped out.
Yeah, I don't even have to deal with them. Like,
oh hell,
I don't have to deal with any of that. And I was like so thankful that I did not have, because it was like it kind of fucked up our whole friendship. Like there was like 10 of us, and those 2 did that shit, and it kind of fucked up like everybody. Because I'm the type.
Oh
nigga,
shit.
If I feel like 2 people out of a whole group are trying to fuck me over, just fuck the whole group.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I'd rather be Batman by my motherfucking self. You feel me? Like, I can do that. I've always been confident and like comfortable doing shit by myself. So I sit there, I'm like, all right, y'all, if y'all aren't with me 100%,
gone.
Gotta go.
Gotta go. Holy shit. Yeah, I fuck with that though. You kind of have to be like that.
I feel like you, in today's like society, especially how shiesty people
or people
are,
will fuck you over.
They will fucking take everything you have and leave you.
See, bro, like, that is fucked up, dude.
You gotta have a tight circle, and I think it's all about admitting when you look at your circle.
Yeah.
And there's people in your circle that you see do fucked up shit and do shit that doesn't align with your morals. You gotta cut them off.
But you're a part of, and then you're a part of that too,
I
for
think
sure.
you have to cut them off because it's like if you don't, you're gonna either get fucked over by them.
Yeah.
You're gonna get caught up in some shit. That
You're
you
basically
don't need to be
enabling that behavior too.
in. Yeah, you are. You are.
Because if it's acceptable for them to do that around you, they're gonna keep on doing it.
Yeah.
Especially if they lack morals.
And it's like one thing, because like bro said, when you go to college, bro, you go to school with some motherfuckers from everywhere.
Yeah, you
Like,
never know what the fuck they've been taught.
My dorm was a motherfucker from Maryland, Durham, Atlanta, and then like motherfucking Virginia. And then me from North Carolina type shit. So like we're all in that motherfucker, all raised differently. And what I found out is like Southern hospitality is a real fucking thing.
It really, really is.
Like just being good to another motherfucker just because that's not some shit everybody is taught.
No, it is not. Especially up north.
Up north it is not taught.
For real.
Bro, I noticed that so quick.
I got a story to tell.
I noticed that shit so quick.
Yeah,
I
for
just
sure.
got into it with a group of like acquaintances that I'm a part of.
Yeah.
And essentially, one of my homeboy's girls was cheating on him, like pretty much like their entire relationship. And when the shit hit and broke the fan, rumor was it that one of her homegirls was like going out and helping her cheat, and everybody in that group believed it because they were really good close friends and shit. But like they had
What the fuck?
when she broke up with him, what made it seem so real was because when they quit being friends, they had just recently quit fucking with each other, and when they quit fucking with each other, she broke up with her boyfriend, and everybody believed that it was because she knew too much about what she had done, and she was going to tell on her.
I'm connecting the dots.
So one of my homeboys got a girlfriend, and her best friend
Has been. So they've been cheating on each other.
His girlfriend just broke up with him, and everybody's been saying that his ex-girlfriend has been cheating, but almost like her one best friend has been like allowing it to happen, like being like her sidekick to it. And they, like one of the rumors was even that they had a threesome together.
When I tell you, like what you're explaining right now is some shit I probably hear every single day in college.
It gets
Just some
crazier.
shit.
Oh,
No, I'm saying just the base. Just
Oh,
the base.
yeah,
That's some shit I
some
hear.
some
And
childish shit,
Let me tell
drama.
you exactly how my everyday life goes when females is over at the crib explaining shit like that. I'm going to sit in my corner. I'm going to smoke my blunt and I'm going to scroll on my TikTok because I don't be
shit.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. For when the rumors had started about
I'll
her,
engage in it because it's intriguing.
that's me. Okay, so it was at first it was intriguing because all of his homeboys was talking about how they knew that she like what was going on before she broke up with him.
that bitch like, oh, word?
But yeah, and that's why I'm like, damn, all y'all knew that this
for
nigga,
real?
y'all homeboy's girl was cheating on him, and y'all ain't say nothing.
Shit, what happened next?
yeah, bro.
So
And
I
then
was
what?
like, I don't, like I said, they're not necessarily friends, they're acquaintances. So when I found out that she was cheating, he still didn't know. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna let his friends tell him that information because it's not for me to tell. I don't know
let's
them
call
like
it
that.
lunchroom talk. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you're in the
Yeah.
break room at work and you just hear
Spilling the
shit.
tea.
Yeah, it's like
So I
shit.
gave his friends a week and a half to tell him like.
Nigga gave him an automative.
Yeah, like I
yeah.
was just like, I'm gonna give them a certain amount of time to tell him like, you don't need to be beating yourself up over this girl breaking up with you because she been cheating the whole time. I'm gonna let them tell you that. They never would tell him. They just kept it a secret, and I felt
Damn.
bad because he was beating himself up about it because obviously she made him feel like he was the reason she was leaving him, but it was really because she had way more attention than just him. So I felt bad, and
2023 day.
What the fuck,
This
dude?
is 2023.
That's what
I
that's
don't
what
be
bitches
fucking
do.
with that shit.
That's what bitches. Nobody fucks with that. But if rightfully so, if your girlfriend was cheating on you and Seth knew, you would
That's
feel
some
fucked up for him not
messy
telling
ass
you.
shit, dude.
Right. So I just was like, look, bro, let's go golfing because I need to tell you some shit. And I ended up telling him everything that I wasn't necessarily supposed to tell him.
Yeah.
His friends were. But it literally rose it all to the occasion, and he had to address to all his friends like, "How long have you knew? How long did you not tell me?" Because that's a real person. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like you though.
you don't want to be hanging around a bunch of niggas that's
God.
keeping secrets, even if it's
Yeah.
something that don't got nothing to do with them like that.
Definitely.
I'm quick to tell a motherfucker, hey, you got 3 days.
Yeah.
You got 3 days to tell
You got
them.
3
If
days and
ain't
you're
telling
dead.
them, you don't tell them motherfuckers what's going on in 3 days, bro. Somebody's got to.
Yeah.
I'm on the spectrum though, where it's like I'm not finna sit here and listen to this motherfucker complain for the next week and a half.
I'm gonna go ahead and get this shit over with because I'm gonna do something y'all should have been
Bro,
done.
grab your nuts and tell that motherfucker what's going on.
When I told him, I ain't gonna lie, it definitely fucked him up. He's been fucked up ever since, but they've all been believing that girl that is her best friend played a part in her cheating the whole entire time, and they hate her.
But
Damn,
my
just
thing
spilling
is,
the beans.
Right,
what
but
does it matter if she was cheating in the first place?
Huh?
What does it matter what the friend was doing if the girlfriend was cheating in the first place?
Because
she was enabling it.
like enabling it. Like
I know, but why is it not fuck both of
You're
them?
not gonna fuck with the whole group.
It is
if
fuck
you feel
both of them.
I thought
And
they
what
was just
were
mad
saying,
at the
fuck
friend.
both
I was
of
like,
them,
what
but
the fuck?
No, it's fuck both of them
yeah.
for sure.
Her friend heard
both
that I
thoughts now.
told him the information,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't know the truth. That's why I really didn't want to tell him. And I actually had to sit down and talk with the friend.
So you was just talking.
It wasn't that I was just talking. And when I told him what I told him, I was like, I don't feel like it's my place to tell you. That's why I haven't told you.
Do I know these people?
Yeah.
Acquaintances, you know what I mean?
But-
Lunchroom talk.
Yeah.
Lunchroom talk.
When I finally talked to her about the whole situation, she was more or less on your type of timing. Like, if you are my friend and you're not standing on good morals, then you shouldn't be my friend. And
Yeah,
that was the
definitely.
reason why they had quit being friends, more or less, instead of everybody believing that they quit being friends because she was going to tell all her business. They quit being friends because she actually was cheating on him, and her homegirl didn't like it. And previously, before, they had quit being friends for it was only like 2 or 3 weeks or so. You know how bitches be. They cannot
Yeah.
be friends for long.
They'll just be friends
not
for a little bit.
Yeah, but she
On and
explained
off.
to me that the first time they quit being friends was because she had came to her and was telling her about her cheating, and she didn't feel that it was right because she had just got out of a relationship that she had been cheated on. So she sat her down and told her, like, I can't be your friend and agree with the morals that you're standing on because they're not right, and I don't fuck with that. And they quit being friends for a little bit, and then
They were friends again.
They got friends again.
the next
and then
day.
all this
let me-
shit hits the fan, and everybody's pointing the finger at her because they think that she enabled her to do all this shit. But realistically, the whole time that they had a rocky friendship was because you had that one friend that was sticking to her morals and was like, I can't fuck with you if you're gonna do this fucked up shit to your boyfriend.
There's 2 takeaways from
Yeah.
this. Bro is about to have one of the greatest villain arcs of all time.
Oh, for sure.
That's
Or he
the
was
first one.
about to have the best threesome of his fucking life.
There's that, and then on the other side, like, damn, I forgot.
He's realizing.
Hold on. Oh, accountability is a motherfucker.
Accountability.
He's having to
Accountability
hold
is
all
a
his friends to a-
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Bro, not even him. Like, imagine, cause like I ain't gonna lie, I got homies. You know, we at college. Like,
Yeah,
I
they
got homies with girlfriends, and that nigga be cheating every motherfucking day.
Damn it.
I'm not
Especially
gonna lie,
in
bro,
college.
I'm not gonna lie. For one, if you're in college, do not try to start a relationship. Like,
Yeah.
that is every freshman I tell. Do not start a relationship in college because you're going.
Most definitely don't,
You're
or don't.
going to get cheated
If you're
on.
not in college, don't get with a female or a male that is
Damn.
in college.
Who's told
Don't.
you about that shit, though?
Me? I learned from it the hard way. Now, granted, while I was in the midst of it, Carson kept telling me.
You was letting me know, bro.
I was telling him the whole time.
But look, I didn't get into my relationship. Look, when I got with my previous relationship, I did not want to date or get with her because I knew that was gonna she was going to college. She was gonna be able to experience something that you just can't really explain.
Boy, oh
Yeah.
boy.
But before she left, she didn't realize that she was going to be a part of that. You know what I mean? So she was just like, you are what I want, and I don't care what I'm going into. This is what it is. And we tried to make it work for like 2 years while she was in college. And it's okay, but like, for instance, if I feel some type of way, for a nigga that's not at school with her or not in that same position, you know what's going on. Just like you said.
What's today? Friday?
Yeah.
I know a motherfucker getting cheated on right
You
now.
know exactly. You know what I'm saying? You know a
I
nigga that's
promise
getting
you.
cheated on
Yeah.
right now. So for you on the
I
other side of that
promise
spectrum,
you.
you
Yeah.
can't trust and believe that that's not going on. So you're
Oh,
gonna
no, I'm
question
like, no.
it, whether you demand that it's the truth or like whatever. You're always gonna question it. So
just
for
stay out
somebody
of it.
that's with you, they gotta always kind of have like a guard up to be completely innocent, whether they are or not. So it's gonna, even if it is a good thing, it's gonna always cause a conflict. And once it does reach that conflict to where it's over, you're gonna find out so much shit that you wish you would have never became a part of.
I'm
it.
the
Yeah.
type. I'm the type who I'm not even like one of the people that's out there just like fucking crazy in college, just because I'm like so focused on making it out, I guess you could call it. But like, I've even been in situations where people try to force me into a relationship, and I'm like, motherfucker, for one, I am in college. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Like genuinely, I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, you don't got nobody to tell you what to do.
I don't have to worry about that. And I'm like, for one, and especially it's so hard because I'll be at college and the motherfucker will be back here or somewhere else. And I'm like, for one, I can't see you. For two, I gotta put all my trust that you're not fucking with nobody else and you're an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
I can't fucking do that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't fucking do that. Like, cause I know how.
Hell no.
I know there's niggas out there like me who can sweet talk somebody who's in a relationship to do something. You know, it's like, you got a boyfriend.
God,
that nigga here.
damn it.
Oh, he ain't here. Where he at?
Oh shit.
Oh, he at school. Oh, he 2 hours away. What you say your name was again? You know what I mean? Like,
it's like
he up to no good. Just come on.
Oh, he in college? Man, you know that nigga cheating on you. Stop playing with me.
Yeah, start downplaying.
You know that nigga?
What?
Where he go? He go to North Carolina A&T.
Oh yeah, he's definitely getting bunned
that
right
nigga
now.
out there, he fucking with everybody. You might as well just, man, come over here, smoke.
You ain't
with
on
me.
the
Let's
phone.
talk about
You got a
it.
boyfriend and
hell
y'all ain't on the phone right now. Shit.
But it's
Shit.
Put my number in your phone.
But
We
it's
can talk.
so easy because of
God
the
damn it.
like what
That's
we
how
live
it
in.
That's how
We are so focused. Like,
A bitch will
Bro.
get flattered and throw that number in your phone so
God.
quick just so she can get that feeling again.
think about how like
Unfortunately,
regular cheating is nowadays.
That's not good.
It's not good at all. But
That's
think about
not
how
good.
regular it is. Think about how like
Yeah.
toxic
Bro,
shit. I
yeah.
just got into an argument about toxic like relationships because I don't consider myself a toxic person, but I most definitely know I got some fucking toxic habits.
Yeah,
Bro,
but
it gets worse, bro. There's wives out here looking to cheat.
Oh yeah.
Looking.
Like I guarantee
Sounds
you, there's at
unfortunate.
least 2 or 3 of dudes' wives that I could probably hit. I'm not going to because now that I've gotten older, it affects me also. But what?
Nah, I've
Why would
definitely
you go
fucked
as
some
deep
niggas'
as
bitches.
marrying somebody to do that? You know what I mean? That's
It-
why
it-
it shows us more. Like being in our age and actually participating in shit like that. That'll be the reason why a lot of us don't believe in love, or like love will never be what it used to be, or not even what it used to be. Because I remember back in the day, like even with my parents, me as a kid knowing that they was cheating on each other or of some sort. Like sex back in the day was an adamant thing. Like not necessarily, it didn't matter who you had sex with, but if there was a mutual attraction, 9 times out of 10, y'all was gonna fuck.
Y'all fuck.
Shit. Regardless.
Yeah,
y'all-
bro. You gotta think, bro. They literally would have festivals and shit where half of the crowd and shit would be fucking naked.
What are you talking about? Like fucking Woodstock?
Yeah, like just go back to Woodstock, or even like in the '90s when drugs and shit was popular.
Get your mans.
Bitches was fucking they
mans.
plugs.
Nah, that's facts.
But my daddy was
That's facts.
I ain't gonna say my daddy was a plug, but my daddy was a
He did his thing. He popped his shit.
yeah.
He did his shit.
It's like my daddy wasn't a plug, but he was a plug.
Rest in peace to my dad. Now I'm gonna skip the plug part. My daddy would be
Rolling
considered
Stone.
a pimp.
Rolling
My dad
Stone.
would
Rolling
be considered
Stone.
a pimp.
Yeah.
To be fair, this is what I'm gonna say. 2 years,
was a
2
rake.
weeks before my dad passed away, he moved out of the house. And right before he passed away, he was getting ready to get married to another girl. Married, and he had lived and been with my mom for 16 years. And 2 weeks after leaving the house, he was already engaged and getting ready to marry somebody else. And after the fact of him passing, I heard that I realized that he had been with this other girl besides my mom for years. There was people that like my cousins and shit, they'd be like, oh yeah, I'd ask him about her and they'd be like, oh yeah, I know her. She'd been around here, this, that, and the third, but he just never brought his kids or connected his family with her because that was his business. But like, just like an instance like that, nobody was devoted really to one person unless you were raised in like Southern Baptist.
Think about how
Southern
easy it was to
Baptist.
cheat before social media.
Even Southern Baptist,
Yeah.
they will cheat with people in the church.
Whoa.
Like genuinely think about before everybody had a.
So you think that it was
camera.
easier then than now?
Bro,
It
to
was
cheat on
easier
a
to-
motherfucker in the 70s.
You could just
Yeah.
go to work
You
and
could
be
go
fucking a
across
nigga in the
fucking
office
neighborhood.
and just get home
You
late.
could do that, but you could think about it like this: you could live at this corner of the fucking room and go to the opposite a square
And have a whole
you're in
ass different life
you're
and
in
nobody know
oh
about
God,
it.
bro, you're in a neighborhood that's a fucking square, bro.
Yeah.
If you
No,
go
but-
to that other fucking corner, you could have a whole different fucking family.
My
Yeah.
job. For like, bro, just for instance, like my job, the milkman. The milkman.
the milkman fucking everybody.
The milk- Milkman
He
got
was definitely
50
hitting
different
everybody's
kids.
wife because while their husbands are at work, he making deliveries.
Oh yeah.
And he's there every
doing what
day.
needs
That's
to be
his
done.
route. They
Yeah.
get used to him.
If he go inside for 20 or 30 minutes, it ain't nothing. He's just delivering milk.
It ain't nothing. He just nutting.
And he gonna go on to the next house.
Just delivering milk.
It's so many. Since I work at the
Maintenance
post office,
man.
it's so many
Just a
people that
maintenance
ask
man.
me
The
if
plumber.
like,
Cleaning the
I could
plumber.
fuck a bitch on my route, or
Laying
some
pipe.
shit.
Laying pipe.
But I've never, but I've had women flirt with me, and I've heard stories, and I know of people that have had like they be fucking people on their route or
Bro.
have had sex with somebody on their route.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was younger,
fuck.
like the thought of fucking another nigga's bitch
was
like,
the shit.
The shit. And
Like
now that
all
I
you
got
wanted to do
older,
was
I'm
take
like,
somebody bitch.
I'll admit I've been in my fair share of like, nigga, I'll fuck your bitch type shit.
Damn.
But like in my defense, it always comes back to me looking at it like, bro,
Why did you make yourself that person?
But in the same sense, I'm like, damn, I fucked this nigga's bitch. I gained nothing from it.
Yeah, you gained nothing.
I
from
gained
it.
nothing from it. Now they got fucking relationship problems.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting here. Yeah, I'm the bad guy.
And you realize yourself after you fuck somebody's bitch how easy it is for your bitch to get fucked
God.
too.
And now I'm sitting
Damn.
here. I'm like, damn, I don't want to date nobody because like these motherfuckers been dating for 2 years and I just hit his bitch. Like, damn.
hell no.
Like, damn. You know what I mean? Like that shit. I stopped doing that.
But
Shit.
Shout out Steven
Montgomery.
Montgomery.
I have not
what?
talked to Steven in a minute.
Shout out Steven Montgomery.
Shout out to my nigga. I need to hit him up.
He
We've
ain't
been
fucking
plotting
with
on doing-
none of that shit.
Yeah, bro.
He ain't fucking. Shout out
He's a
Steven.
virgin.
We need to get him. We need to get him back on here for real.
I talk about him as one of the best. I put him in the same conversation as Shavion. And
Top
like,
athletes?
Top
or-
athletes I've seen on the football field that should have like
Oh shit!
I watched them two motherfuckers.
I never seen him
Bro,
play. I never seen him play.
Steven was fucking different.
Steven was gifted in a different way, bro. Like
Really?
you look at Steven and you can tell that he's different. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
his build.
He's built,
That
bro.
motherfucker was a pure
built.
athlete.
You see his size?
Pure athlete.
Yeah,
You think that I lift heavy? He lifts just as much as me.
Him
really.
and Shavion. Because
Whoa.
how much taller you think Shavion was? 3 inches? Nah, hell no.
Taller than who? Me?
No,
Or
Steven.
Steven.
Well, bro, his
They was around the same size, but they
I was
are
about
both
2
like
inches.
5'8".
well, bro, he's a little shorter, and he's like more stocky.
Yeah, his
Bro,
range of motion
yeah.
is
Yeah.
a lot shorter. Is the reason why.
Yeah,
but
so he doesn't have to.
I
He
seen
doesn't,
why
this
he's able to lift
motherfucker
heavier
squat
weights.
515 pounds.
Yeah, he doesn't
Yeah.
have to go as further.
That's
I
how
saw him
Tony
bench
is.
press 315
Them motherfuckers
like it
will
was
hit
nothing.
hit a corner, and you're not touching them.
Fast
Yeah.
as fuck, Steve.
Fast as fuck. I remember
Yeah.
when Statesville played AC. It was pretty much a game of fucking
Talent.
like just watching them motherfuckers go back and forth. Steven run a fucking 90-yard touchdown. Chavion come back and return the kickoff. Then Steven go back out again and run a fucking 60-yard touchdown.
Whoa,
Like
we going ham.
that shit. I remember sitting there because we used to have a debate. Like we used to not argue about it or anything, but we used to sit there and be like,
Who's better?
who's better between Shavion and motherfucking Steven? And I
It
would
would genuinely
say
be an argument.
Steven. I would say Steven because I'm from fucking
from
up here.
Uh-huh.
You know him.
I'm fucking with niggas.
Yeah.
I'm talking to them, Kareem, about all this shit. And I'm saying like Chavion was like that. Chavion was like that, and Steven was like
You
that.
gotta
I just
realize
wish them
though
motherfuckers both
the
could've-
difference between here and States wasn't even that much
It's
bigger than
20
us.
minutes, but it's
like
completely
they
different.
have 4 high schools. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And
Oh,
essentially
shit.
they can really choose which school they want to go to. They all have
Yeah,
played
so the
together
way-
at some point.
The way it works is they'll go to different elementary schools and they can go to different middle schools.
Yeah.
But like the best athletes from West Iredell or fucking
All of them, they
in
go to
South, they'll go
Power
to Statesville.
Cross.
It's
Or-
Power Cross and
they-
then go to Statesville.
When they're
High
young,
school.
the way
Yeah.
they play together is through Power
Power
Cross.
Cross,
Power
yeah.
Cross is kind of like a recruitment for
It's like
the
a Christian
youth.
rec league.
Yeah, so it'd be
Direct
like,
league.
you know how I've been telling you I wanted to do kind of like a nonprofit through lifting and just
Yeah.
like
It'd be
coach
like
and
that.
allow.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
And that's what Power Cross is. They allow like they do all travel benefits for everybody in Statesville, North Carolina through their group and corporation, but they do it through church.
Yeah.
And they use the foundation of church to fund their athletics and stuff, and they're really good, bro.
All them motherfuckers was in Power Cross.
Oh,
Because
shit.
you got to realize Power Cross is damn near in the middle of the hood. Like
Oh.
damn near in the middle.
They
of the
will
hood.
come and pick you up from your house
on
to
the
come
school
and
bus.
be.
Oh,
On a
God.
school
They
bus.
they have buses
Whoa,
that they go
like an
around-
activity
They
bus.
Like
go
that
around
ass,
Statesville
yeah.
and recruit these kids that are like considered inner city or like they're in poverty to give them a chance to be successful because like that's all they have.
That's all they.
essentially.
Yeah.
It's either that.
They just need a
pretty
little
much-
coaching.
They look at it as in you're either going to Power Cross sports and shit, or you're going to the streets. So they're trying to
Damn.
get you off the streets.
And realistically,
Or
that's
rapping.
the way it is
That's-
because
yeah,
Power
yeah, oh
Cross,
God.
like when the kids aren't
But
in
we're talking
season
about like
and shit,
7, 8, 10
8
years old.
like
Oh,
young
shit.
boys.
they
Like,
take you into the Boys and Girls Club to make sure you got
the
guidance.
boys and girls.
Bro, I used to go to the Boys
God.
and Girls
Me
Club.
too, bro.
Holy
Miss
shit,
Kayla, my cousin. Shout out Miss Kayla.
bro.
Damn.
Griffin.
Throughout
Boys
the
and
summer, though,
Girls
that's what they
Club.
did. They did travel baseball, travel
Uh-huh.
basketball, travel football to give these kids something to do when they weren't occupied with school and sports
Yeah.
inside of school, and it elevated these athletes to a certain level that they got scholarships. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was getting ready to travel. I was getting ready to transfer from AC my junior year to go to Statesville Christian.
I was going to go
could-
from my 8th grade. I was
Yeah.
going to go from 8th grade east to damn Statesville.
And they were so good with that like a private school you have to pay for.
Yeah.
But they worked it as to with the other ministries at the shit they had that they were gonna sponsor me to be able to go to school there for free because they knew that I had ability that they could invest in. You know what I'm
was
saying?
Yeah.
Statesville Christian? Was Statesville Christian mixed with Power Girls?
Not necessarily,
think
but
so.
they
They
worked
worked
hand
together.
in foot because I remember
Yeah.
that my junior year I went to a
Think
football
Coach Fox-
camp.
Coach Fox, is that the
It was-
Statesville Christian you're talking about?
Yep.
Okay.
I ended up going to a camp at Statesville Christian, and Power Cross was there, and a lot of like colleges and shit was there. That's where I got a lot of my first offers was at that camp, and that's when they offered me to come to their school and play. But it was more or less just like they were giving opportunities to kids that were less fortunate. Like out of the kids that went to that school, maybe half of them and their parents were actually paying out of pocket for them to go there.
It's probably
And
not even
also
half. Like it's
those
probably like
parents
10.
was almost paying
Yeah.
double so they could be good at sports to have those other kids to make them. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Those parents that knew that their kid were gonna get the one-on-one help to get them to the next level, that had the money, they were spending it. But other than that, they were helping the kids that were better than their kids to show them a better opportunity.
I'm very vocal.
Well, that's
about,
that's
like,
awesome.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
very vocal about like my goals and shit I want to achieve in life.
Yeah.
And like one of the things I truthfully want to achieve is like opening a school down here because I look at it in the context of this. If Drake opened a school in, let's call it Toronto.
It all
Not
links back to
only-
Drake.
Yeah,
Everything.
LeBron made a school too.
Yeah, okay. LeBron's a perfect example. But
Yeah.
like I was use Drake because like that's an artist. But you open a school for one, you're gonna get all the eyes on it.
Yeah.
you're gonna have the best teachers, and
Yeah.
you can have a great fucking athletics program. If you have
Like
all
a
of that,
are you talking about like a private school?
no, really, I'm talking about a public school. Like it is available to anybody, and you get the best
you just
fucking
have-
teachers. You get. You have all eyes on you, so you're handing kids an opportunity.
How would
to
you
go
do it
something.
though?
It takes money.
That's the
If- yeah,
problem.
well,
That's
I
the
mean-
problem with public schools.
But that's if I was Drake.
especially if you're gonna open up a
How
public.
do you do a public school?
And you
Do
can't
have
really.
to be essentially a nonprofit.
You
or do
basically
have
you
to be
kind of
like a
have to
governor?
have to be a non-profit private school basically.
I look at that in the sense of if
I
say
thought about that, bro.
Like say it took, and I'm just gonna throw a number out there.
Who
'cause I
owns
don't know.
AC?
200
How do you get
I
to
have
own
no
a school?
clue. But say
Like-
you have
it's the government.
no,
you have
it's
to
a
have
government- So, it'd be,
So
it
do you
would
have to be a part of
private-
your
It
government
would be
to-
a private school. It'd be a private school, but like you would not have to pay to go to that school. Type shit.
So essentially, like Power Cross, the kids
Yeah,
that they wanted to
exactly.
go to those schools, even though it was private, we have the sponsorships to allow you to be able to come here.
But it's
That's
for
why we built
every.
this
It is
school.
literally for everybody just
Well,
to get
see,
a better
the
education.
thing is with
better
Like the
Yeah.
kids that went to LeBron school or like Drake school, if they didn't have enough money, it's LeBron or Drake. They can fund it, and if
Yeah.
if they can prove to them that they should be there, yeah.
LeBron's funding
Yeah.
living quarters for families. Like
Yeah.
he's giving people who go to that school their family a place to stay. I look
Yeah.
at shit like that and I'm like, if I'm making $1 billion, I can take 250 million and throw it to that.
It's like,
just so everybody else is good.
It's
and I have no
essentially
profit
like
on
their
it.
nonprofit. You know how like Danny Duncan, once he got a certain amount of clout, he just started buying and giving away shit.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the year, he's
You can
gonna
write
get that
off on the
shit back.
taxes.
Yeah.
Essentially, just like that, allowing to create a loophole with your money to allow hundreds or thousands of people to be successful. You'd be like, that's like me paying for your tuition to do something that you wanted to do for your whole life. Once you attain that, you would be damned to not give me something back in return because
Yeah.
I'm the sole reason that you are where you are. You
And
know what I
my
mean?
Yeah.
my return would be go out there and do it for somebody else. That would be the
Pay it
whole
forward.
return. Pay it forward.
Yeah.
I'm helping you. I'm giving you a platform where you can help people. How are you not going
Go
to
giver.
go help somebody else?
Go give her.
Go Giver book.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
they explain that subject more than in almost every chapter of that
They
book.
do.
How they explain like if you give, not necessarily just give money,
Give
to
more
somebody,
value
but if
to
you
more
give
people.
value to somebody that they can actually use and take, it is morally right in their head to give it back or pay it forward.
Think about how often you run into somebody and you can think about a time where you did something good or something bad for them. And you're like, you never want to be in that situation where, say, you need a fucking job or something.
Yeah.
You go in to get an interview and the boss man is somebody you used to shit on.
Oh,
if
shit.
you don't do that, you don't ever have to worry about running. You just worry about being like, damn, I've been good to everybody. So as I go through life, I see how it returns.
Just like with God's plan, or when I'm not even God's plan.
Shout out Drake.
When fucking LeBron,
God's plan.
when fucking LeBron made that school in his community, he made it based off of like, I had the same opportunities that you guys have, and it wasn't really much at all.
Like I'm
gonna give these kids the opportunity that I didn't have to be successful, just like I was.
Yeah,
I think
And
shit like
that's
that
him.
is planted though. And I say that in the sense of, I think shit like that is planted in people from when they were young to like where they are now. Like I say it in the sense of the goals and aspirations and shit I have now are something that I'm gonna carry with me, and it's something that like I always have to work towards. I don't think you look at these motherfuckers who are doing like monumental shit in the real world, in real life, like crazy shit,
like Drake.
Yeah, you think that motherfucker woke up and was just like, damn, this is just how my life is gonna go, or do you think bro sat there and used to dream about the shit that he wanted to do and now he gets to do it? If you sit, like, I get so pissed off at people who just accept life.
Who just accept life.
Like, oh, well, shit, this is what it is.
Yeah.
This is how I'm going to live for the next fucking 50 years.
What if people are complacent, though? What if they're cool with that, though?
It's cool. If you're like that and you are actually like that, cool. But if you say that and then you go complain because you don't have this, that, and the fucking third, that's more or less what I'm talking about. The motherfuckers who is like, well, shit, you know, I got this job working at the factory and I'm going to do this for the next 50 years. I'm going to come home every day and I'm going to complain about it. I'm not fucking happy. But I don't want to get off my ass and do something.
Yeah.
All right, motherfucker, we're going to sit here and argue for the next fucking 30 years, I guess. Because while I'm sitting here, like, and my mom has told me before, it's like, that's just, my mind is wired differently.
Yeah.
You feel me? I don't, because of how, I guess you could call it uncomfortable I've been in life because of not having this, that, or the third. It makes me get into the sense of, I'm going to get all of that shit and more. And then make sure everybody who I love doesn't have to experience that.
Yeah.
Because why the fuck would I just be happy with living paycheck to paycheck and struggling?
Some people are.
No, some people are, but I'm saying why with everything.
And not necessarily, they're not necessarily struggling.
No, yeah, but
they're just chill.
I'm talking about like that's cool because I know I have people who the happiest people I know are kind of like that.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about those motherfuckers who are like, I hate my life because I'm damn. Like, and
then it's the life that they chose.
I'm saying, I was talking to one of my friends today, and he was like, bro, I'm just so, like, I feel like I'm a failure. I don't know what to do. I don't want to go back to school. But
I should do something about it.
Exactly. I was like, and he gets mad at me because I'm so straight up with him. I'm like, bro, stop fucking complaining to me.
Yeah.
Get up, go call some places about getting a job.
For sure.
Go fucking see what kind of, like, you have opportunities. I know bro's life, like, better than obviously other people. So I'm like, bro, if you apply for this scholarship, you could probably go to school for free.
Yeah.
Online.
Definitely.
Like,
and then they don't want to apply to the scholarship.
It's like, bro, you're sitting here complaining about it. Be proactive. Do something.
For sure.
Why are we sitting here talking about
it's not going to fix anything?
Like, you're 21 years old and you're sitting here complaining about you feel like you failed in life and you just don't know what to do. Bro, I get that. But then it's about, all right, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but let me work towards something.
Yeah.
let me do something.
Let me do something
like
here.
This shit, because obviously this shit is not working.
This shit ain't it.
You're sad as fuck every day. You're mad at life. All right, bro. What do you have to lose?
What the fuck?
I don't know if that was the chair or if that was him.
Man, we gotta wrap this shit up, dude. It's fucking. We're getting into it now. It's fucking. We're 2 hours in, brother. About to just set this shit on fire. Think I give a fuck about this podcast? I don't give a fuck about this shit.
Say it's up and it's stuck. It's like me on the mic.
If it's up, then it's stuck. Oh, shit. Shit.
But nah, I appreciate y'all for having me on.
I appreciate you for coming, for sure.
Let me know when the next time is. And
hell yeah. We'll fuck it up.
Town.
You got anything you want to say to these people?
I got a lot of shit coming soon. A lot of music coming soon.
Hell yeah, shout your shit out. You gotta. Where the fuck are they gonna find you, dude?
Chandler _ Rhyne on Instagram, and then just Chandler on all platforms. My most recent song.
Okay.
I had a song drop called Minute Maid. That's me and my motherfucking boy Flex. And then before that, if you fuck with sample music, some shit from the 90s, me and my boy Quaylen hopped on this shit called Soul Plane.
Oh, shit.
So, like I said, I got a bunch of shit coming out with Trademark here soon.
Uh-huh.
A bunch of shit. Like,
yeah.
I'm sitting on like 30, 40 songs right now, so I'm about to start breaking them shits down.
Holy shit.
Projects together. I can almost guarantee I'm going to have a mixtape out by my birthday and probably one before then, January.
Okay.
There's a lot of shit coming.
I fuck with that.
There's a lot of shit coming.
Hell yeah. Anything you want to scream at these people?
God did.
God did.
God did. That's all I can say.
Drake did. Drake did. Why can't you?
It all comes back to Drake. Drake did. Why can't
Drake
you?
is everything. Drake is life.
The Drake effect.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say to these people? Like fucking cuss them out or some shit?
Bro,
that's what I usually do.
I got you a little.
I usually cuss people the
Stop
fuck
being
out.
a fucking dick writer, bro. Stop being a dick writer, bro.
Yeah.
That nigga does not know you.
Drake don't fuck with you, really.
Drake don't fuck with you.
Drake don't fuck with you. It all comes back to Drake. Look, and Drake. If Drake don't fuck with you, then
your mammy don't fuck with you. Your grandmammy don't fuck with you.
Nope.
Uncle don't fuck with you. Pops don't fuck with you. The dog don't fuck with you.
Don't nobody fuck with you, bro.
Stop being weird, nigga.
But if you fuck with us on the podcast, we
fuck with you.
We'll fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hey, appreciate you.
Hey, anything else you want to fucking say to these? Anything y'all want to say to us?
Yeah, I'm all ears. Hey, how the fuck you? Nah, you gonna say that? You know what I mean?
Fucking square. Go fuck off somewheres.
Fuck off. Hey, bro.